Hello, everybody! Welcome to Beyond the Realms, session 63. No, it's 63 because I fucked up one time. Yeah, you're all wrong now.
It says 2 on the stream.
We have it as 62.
It should be 63.
Is it though? It's 62, I thought. Are you sure?
Pretty sure, but you know what?
I think last week was
wrong.
supposed to be 62.
Sometimes I say things with such confidence, but this group never lets me get past it. Anyway, what's going on, everybody?
Bullshit!
Welcome to our crazy, chaotic 2-year-long homebrewed campaign. So good to see new faces and familiar faces in the Twitch chat. We are going to have a fantastic time on this lovely Monday. But if you've already noticed, the lovely Too Hard the Bard could not make it to tonight's session. They are dealing with some little downtime after being in New York, I believe, for con or something they were doing. So Jay needs to get some rest, but that's okay. Their character will probably be dead when they get back. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. But anyways, guys, yes, we are going to jump into things as we always do here in the Dicecream Twitch channel. But before we do, we have to give a shout out to our lovely, wonderful, fantastic Dicecream sponsors, which is, of course, the one, the only, C4 Labs, everybody. C4 Labs, the amazing TTRPG accessories companies that make amazing trays like this with our lovely logo on it that you can get on their website. Or extravagant deluxe effing trays like this called the Masterclass, which I still love to this day. I bring it out for all my insane battles, which I don't know why I'm bringing it out today. No big reason. Yes, everyone. So C4 Labs, awesome, make amazing products. I've actually sent me some cool stuff. They're gonna make me I'll be posting about very, very soon. Some that I've shown here already. Those little mini trays with the spaces for your dice sets and cool dice coasters like this one that you can put your drinks on. It has room for your dice as well. So yes, so as we do here every time we start the Dicecream shows here, C4 Labs, shout out to them. Go visit their website. They have an array of fantastic stuff and use code Dicecream15 to get 15% off your first purchase. But with all that out of the way, everybody, we do have one more announcement for you all. There's been a lot of back and forth figuring stuff out, but officially I can say that at least most of the Beyond the Realms crew, one person says maybe, but fuck it, you're coming, Saf, too fucking bad. The entire Beyond the Realms crew will be back at Gen Con, everybody. This time, Ben Does D&D is gonna be there, flying with his frickin' little arms all the way over from the Isle of Man to the Isle of Indianapolis.
Little arms?
Sorry, your huge, hulking, ginormous
Are you calling him a
biceps arms.
T-Rex?
Yeah, there we go.
Happening?
Gotta have them to carry around Thor's hammer. But yes, we will all be returning to Gen Con. Myself, Jody Rose, and everyone you see here. It's going to be great to have Ben there as well. He couldn't make it there last year because of reasons.
Oh, we're going to get so many hugs.
This year we are rectifying that, and the whole Beyond the Realms crew will be at Gen Con. We officially got our flights booked and accommodations. We are all so fucking excited to be there. And this year we are going to be doing some shows as well. We aren't going to be doing 3 games this year because last year that almost killed me. As fun as it was, I had a blast doing them. It was a lot to take care of and organize and everything. But we are going to be doing another D&D live one-shot. And we are going to be doing a live panel on making viral content for D&D businesses and whoever else wants to get some inside scoops on our strategies and how we think about making content online. And so if you're a D&D creator out there, or maybe you're thinking about starting a channel and want to get some cool inside tips and just to hear creators talk about what they do, those 2 events will be on the Friday and Saturday of Gen Con weekend. The Friday will be the D&D one-shot that takes place from noon to 4. So a full-on 4-hour one-shot similar to last year. And the players for that, I can remember off the top of my head because it's been a long day. Mr. Kurt Wise, one-shot questers, Cadiosaurus, Hey Good, Darth Markea, who else am I forgetting? That great gentleman, and there's 2 more, and oh no, I'm forgetting some.
Offbeat.
Forgetting some.
Offbeat.
Nope, not in that one. Would be on the panel.
Oh, that's right. He's on the panel.
Nerd D will be
Oh,
there. Awesome nerdy musical musician who kicked off Gen Con last year, and we are so stoked to be playing with them. They were part of our Bard one-shot, an amazing creator. Oh, and how could I forget one of the lead creators on everyone's favorite D&D podcast, Unprepared Casters, Whipjack, is going to be there as well, who just had a crazy successful fundraiser for Trans Life. They raised like over $26,000 in their 8-hour battle royale, which is insane. So congrats to them. But yeah, all those amazing creators will be a part of our one shot, and we'll be making videos to promote it and let people know and slowly leak out what the story will be. And the panel for D&D content still in the works. We've got half of it confirmed and just working on the later half for those people. So we will announce all of that very soon. But we thought, hey, the OG crew is playing tonight. The OG audience is in the chat. We thought we'd give you an exclusive, a Dicecream exclusive on shit that's happening. So thank you all so much for supporting this channel all this time. We could not have been able to have these opportunities without you guys. So we appreciate it so much. And last but certainly not least, there was an amazing tribute video that was made this morning from an awesome follower and fan of the show, Skittles Penny. So thank you, Skittles Penny, for making that awesome tribute to the Frostbreakers on YouTube. If you want to check it out, I think Skittles Penny Cosplay is their Instagram. They put up stories with a link to it. Go check it out. It is awesome. So thanks, Skittles. But with all that out of the way, it's time to get serious, y'all, because when we last left off our story, shit was getting fucked up. So all that out of the way, everybody, let us sit back, relax, grab your favorite snacks, grab your favorite drinks, and let us dive on into tonight's session of Beyond the Realms. Last we left off, the party still hot on the heels of Gloomwing, who is trying to ascertain Titan relics that have the power to destroy the entire world as we know it. You followed him through multiple realms, material plane, Feywild, and now to a very specific site that has been known to be rumored, legendary, to be the burial site of a behemoth of a Titan itself. In the Canyon of Lost Souls, which led you to some crazy fights, meeting new friends. But this new journey in this chapter of our last arc took you to the underground caverns and deep rock walls underneath the Canyon of Lost Souls, where perhaps this Titan relic is rumored to be housed. As you travel deep underground, you discovered a new race of sorts? Plasmoid ooze, you're not too sure, by the name of Tivix, a very shy, timid, gelatinous formed humanoid that needed your help, that was telling you about how Gloomwing came by and hurt and killed some of their people on the way to go somewhere and could maybe lead you to where they are, but first they need your help in the form of protecting their people from this weird luminescent light that is killing them, taking their people, known to them as the Pride. This then led him taking you to their very well hidden, arcane hidden city that was built in the abandoned leftover dwarven city of Nol Balur, a very legendary dwarven city that has been said to have been housed down here thousands of years ago, you met with their leader, which was a very, very tense meeting, as the more you went through their underground city with bioluminescent lights shining everywhere, almost like a ocean had been drained and the sea life itself was kind of attaching itself to the rock and stone walls of the dwarven city. You saw floating islands. You saw a society working very well, although didn't have much to work with. You saw families of these plasmoids running around. You saw arcane leaders floating on these floating rock islands, seemingly concentrating on holding up the illusionary dome that was hiding the city from prying eyes. You saw that there were workers who were working on vegetation and making food for the people, and there were some that were working in tandem with these beetle-like creatures that not only were helping them secure and keep up the city as it was, but also be a source of food for them. There were like makeshift colony and farms everywhere. Very, very strange, very, very exciting. Eventually, Tivix, the plasma that you met, wanted you to meet their leader to ascertain how you could help them and to see where to go next with everything. As you met their leader, it was a very strange meeting. It was a pearl white skin, tentacles coming off of the back, and sort of spaghetti-like fingers and tentacles for legs, and had a big red glass dome on their head, didn't have a mouth, had little eye slits, and it was just very off-putting. This individual, being very ominous, seemingly could read your thoughts and had an idea of why you were there, and presented to you not an ultimatum of sorts, but a deal of sorts. After explaining to you their plight and where they had come from, the origins of these plasmoid oozing people seemingly being descendants of the work of mind flayers from thousands of years ago, when Nobler first got taken over by a mind flayer colony, very, very ancient city, mind flayers known as the Web of Razors. And as all that information was kind of being spouted off to you, suddenly put you on your heels a bit, as you have had not the best history with mind flayers in the past. You weren't really sure where the society stood in relation to that. With their leader basically saying, we know this Gloomwing is after something of great importance. We know that this Titan relic is housed down here. They are a bit ahead of you. If you want to get a faster route to them, we can show you. But first, we need you to deal with this group called the Pride that seems to be hell-bent on destroying my people and eradicating them. That's why we've hidden ourselves in this city for so long. We can't go outside. We can't do anything because they'll find us. You guys had a bit of a discussion as some thoughts were put back and forth on what to do. Fiend seemingly saying, let's just kill everyone and take over the city and just go about our day. Some of you saying, no, that's too harsh. We need these as our allies. If we kill everyone, then Gloomwing will still be ahead of us. Lots of words back and forth. So eventually you decided to aid the plasmoid people themselves and venture forth with Tivix leading you to the way of where these beings of light seemingly arrive when they come into the underground caverns. And sort of going along sort of a underground river, sort of a longboat of sorts, took you to the location of where these beings of light were said to have come from. Making sure you had all your things in place, walked into the tunnel that took you to this open area that looked like a place of worship. Very, very old, very decayed. You were seeing statues that were broken down and that have just been fucked over time, basically columns knocked over in shambles. One thing that seemed to be in somewhat of a good condition was a statue. And it was hard to kind of dictate the details of that statue. There was no head, but there was sort of an angelic pose and balancing of scales that the statue was holding. In this sort of prayer worship room, there was an indent in the ground, very like a couple feet deep in a giant circle, where something had been looked like it had been impacting it multiple times. And as you entered in this room, some words were gone between you back and forth, and then this electricity started to take hold, and a big sphere of light didn't explode, but started to form, and its celestial light, just those of you who weren't able to look away in time got blinded. I believe it was Farrell and Tarek, until the dome suddenly disappeared and 5 beings were put in front of you. 4 devas and a solar, celestials of intense power and might, seemingly acting on the behest of someone more powerful than them. Some words were exchanged about their intentions, and basically them explaining to you all that we are here to finish the job, essentially, from long years past, that these plasmoid tentacle beings that you're hanging out with are the remnants of the Titan that crashed here, basically offspring from its decayed form, in conjunction with the Mind Flare experiments, and they need to be eradicated. They stemmed from evil. They're no longer allowed to be on this plane, so says our goddess. Fiend was having none of that shit and decided to do what Fiend does best and just step up and talk shit. Staring one-on-one with the Solar, this massive gladiatorial figure with a massive wingspan, huge sword to their side. Exchanged words with Fiend. The vibe in the room wasn't great. They were basically looking at you all like lesser beings, like children to be pandered to, which didn't sit with you very well at all. Even offered for you to join their side, like you must be whatever they have told you. Obviously you don't understand the situation. You might as well join on the side of good, help us eradicate these beings, and be on with your day. Also, Fiend not having any of that, and has a collection to add of little mini G gods that he's killed, and wants to add the Solar to the collection. And eventually Solar asks one more time, am I to understand that you are going to be in our way on this? Fiend stood there defiantly, absolutely. And the Solar saying, all right, may the scales of balance be ever in your favor, shot out their massive sword of light, rocketing across the room, stabbing Fiend directly in the chest, doing a total of something crazy like 65 points of damage. And the fight was on and went very much back and forth. A lot of your focus was on Solar itself while having to deal with the Devas backing up the Solar when needed. No one took, Fiend took a few good hits from the Solar battling one-on-one, but with Ivy there to do a bit of, Ramira there to do a bit of healing with Tarek as well. It's kind of joint effort, keeping Fiend up while the rest of you dealt with the Devas. And of course, they're strange with their paladin-like strength, not liking this scene as well, with the Devas seemingly wanting to commit genocide on a certain group of people. Sir Strange leapt into action. Many smites were had, many huge attacks going down. And where we last left off, Fiend pulling the Celestial's longsword out of them, saying a phrase in Celestial to the Solar, creating power word stun, which froze the Solar in place, also heavily damaged, trying to deflect disintegration beams and rays, and finally getting one on the side of the head, is taken quite a beating and is now very vulnerable. But there's still a team of Devas to look out for. So, with all that out of the way, everyone, we pick up our Celestial beatdown, with Fiend having just gone doing power word stun. It is Sir Strange's turn, which tonight will be piloted by the great Ivy.
I swear, I think I've played more classes in this one game, piloting everyone else than anything else. Okay.
So with all that out of the way,
Hi.
Sir Strange,
Hi.
what would you like to do?
That was a good question, because I was originally attacking the Deva in front of me, correct? For Sir Strange, because there's two,
so.
and then there's the solar.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. Do you remember what weapon he had out? or sorry, that Sir Strange had out, was it just the longsword?
So Strange usually rocks the longsword,
I was
yeah.
just making sure they actually had pulled it.
And Ivy, could you bump up your mic volume a little bit?
Yes. We had to mess with it. Is that better?
Yes.
There we go. It was turned down for some reason. Okay. Anyways. What's this now? Alrighty. We'll use a 2nd level Searing Smite on the Deva in front of me here. Might help if I had dice. We'll just use D&D Beyond.
Bonkin the Deva.
Bonkin the Deva.
Okay.
Bonkin the Deva. Bonk. Okay. Let's Bonkin Deva. Yeah. I have multiple things
getting
open.
to the bonking.
I have multiple things open. All right, so that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. It is going to be just a 9 and it's 19 points of damage.
19 points of regular damage.
It will be, I pumped a Searing Smite into it, so Searing Smite is fire damage.
Okay, 19 points of damage. Gotcha. Heavy hit. Holy shit. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it for Sir Strange at the moment.
Okay. So once again, in combat with this Deva, maces meeting longsword with Sir Strange trying to get the Solar, battling their way through these fucking celestial servants of the Solar. Massive clang of metal, radiant light. Until reaching up, seeing that the radiant damage isn't doing as much hurt to these celestials as one might think, reaches up for a mighty swing and fire just wreathes the blade from the hilt. Uppercut slashes up on the Deva's silvery white body through the midriff and across the pectoral. Red hot flame just echoes off the chest. Huge scream out.
Jordy has reminded me I have a 2nd attack.
Okay.
Me who does not play paladins often. Hello. All right. So
2nd attack.
Make a 2nd attack. That's gonna be another 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Awesome. Wait. So 13 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And then Kevin died.
Then I died.
What? No.
Okay, once again, another swing coming up, a bit more contact with the mace as the Deva's trying to keep up with his huge swings, but Sir Strange's emotions cannot be held back as they are stopping this entire group of Celestials from committing genocide. And we all know how they feel about that. So with every swing that the mace goes up to meet the blade, almost the strength of the emotion of rage just cracks through the mace and hits on the Deva's body. They're not able to get the defense in very well, but 2 hits go through. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope? Okay.
No.
Carol, it's your turn.
Hi. So I was like, give me a second. I have a lot of tabs. Okay.
Stop watching.
You need a hat you can put on and off so we know who's who.
You're right. You know what? I do.
You need this a strange hat.
This is my strange hat. Okay. All right.
Your strange hat. Love that.
Okay. So Farrell, to remind everyone, still has Flame Blade out. So there's that. She has a Flame Blade at 3rd level, and let me see here. I don't want to hit with radiant damage because they're celestial beings. Oh, have one in front of me too.
Sure do.
Ah! Ah! Okay. All right. So I don't want to use that. Ben, real quick, what is Tarek's AC?
Was not expecting that question. 18.
18. Okay, cool. I was just making sure. You're like, why?
Why?
You're not the TM.
Farrell, we need to kill this thing. Ah! Stop hitting me! What are you doing?
I'm just looking at your armor. Hold
I
still.
wasn't hitting you, but that's that's fine. Okay. Anyways. I have all these things, but not that I want to use. Hold on, I need to read real quick. I want to make sure because I want to use this. Okay, alright. Because I keep putting off using it. I'm going to use a 7th level spell.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna use Draconic Transformation. So, with a roar, you draw on the magic of dragons to transform yourself, taking on draconic features. You gain the following benefits until the spell ends. You have blind sight within a range of 30 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. So if they blind me again, that's fine. Moreover, you can see the invisible creature unless the creature successfully hides from you. I have a breath weapon where I can cast the spell, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns for this duration, you can exhale a shimmering energy in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 68 force damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. And wings sprout from Farrell's back, and I have a flying speed of 60 feet.
Fuck it! Jesus!
Let's go.
Okay.
Love it.
I'll give you a red spot for that, because that's dope as fuck. Okay. So you didn't turn into a dragon, you're just taking on like your final form, basically.
Yeah, so she takes on like a very she turns shimmery, and her skin goes from this normal fleshy self to like hardened scales.
Okay, what color are the scales, and what do your wings look like?
They're gonna be like a blue iridescent scale color. They kind of take on the same shade as her skin tone, just become more like holographic looking. And the wings slowly sprout from her back. They're like a mix between a demon's wings and a dragon's, since she is a creature that is a tiefling. So they're like a draconic demon-esque. A little bit like what you might expect like a Baylor's wings to look like, per se. But she has a flying speed of 60 feet now too. So that is a bonus action to cast.
Holy. Okay, so the rest of you, as this fight rages on, start to notice this humming force starting to reverberate off of Farrell's body as you start to see their smooth blue skin start to become coarse and rough, and scales start to emit from certain patches on their body, on their shoulders, on their shins, on their biceps, on their forearms. Their irises glow this bright blue light. Fangs start coming out of their mouth. Hands kind of elongate a little slightly, claws coming out of it. Their horns start to straighten out and grow like a couple feet larger, and like the height just goes up a little bit taller. Wings start to sprout out. This loud roar just comes out of nowhere as you were like expecting Farrell to like maybe wild shape or polymorph into something insane, and then their transformation just stops halfway, almost werewolf style, and none of you have seen this before from Farrell. All right.
Oh,
Cool.
that's Tarek's reaction.
Oh God!
I told you.
She just roars next to him and just, oh.
I told you.
Nice.
New tricks. Then will the creature in front of me please make me a dexterity saving throw for my breath weapon?
Okay, is this a... Oh, it's a attack.
Yes. So casting this was a bonus action, and then her action would be to use her breath weapon.
Hot damn. Okay. That is a 10.
That is a fail, so he's going to take 68 force damage.
Oh boy! Oh boy now!
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, 68. Please be decent damage. Oh, that's not bad. 27 points of force damage, please.
Okay. So as your body transforms and starts to grow and wings expand out, all these draconic features start sprouting out of your body. Your height grows up like a couple feet larger than David with the mace like rushing towards you and just stops in its tracks and just starts to look up. Blue flame emits from your body, and the fire damage. The Deva kind of like gets in a stance to like block the flames, but it's forceful. It's not hot. As almost just like a wrecking ball just hits them right in the chest, and their feet flop up behind them and crack on the back of their head. Starts to get up, mumbling to themselves. A big split has started to come from the back of their head as like a celestial silvery blood starts to pour down from the back of their neck, and you're just standing with one foot out. Your shins kind of elongated a bit, and the knees kind of bent backwards. It's crazy.
She still has her flame blade too.
You, the flame blade out in the other hand.
Yep, I used my action and my bonus action, so let's see. I think I'm done for now. I think I'm good. I have a fly speed now. I'm good.
God damn, what a fucking move! All right. Well, with that, Deva cracked on his head, gets up. You'll take more than that, foul demonic beast! Rushes at you. And it's gonna do 2 mace attacks.
That's fine. If it wants to be angels versus demons, that's okay.
What in the devil may cry?
What in the devil may cry is this?
Ooh, first one, 12.
Nope.
Second one is 21.
That hits.
All right. So this will be 1d6 plus 4d8 radiant. Okay, so the first one is 9 points of bludgeoning plus 25 points of radiant damage
Got it.
for a total of 34.
Got it.
So again, just screaming at it, falls on the back of its head, starts to get up. Demonic beast! Reaches up with the mace, and you just grab it with the first attack, holding it with your new draconic hand. There's just a test of strength going on. Use its wings to kick up dust in your face. Just distracted for a second as it pulls the mace out and just boom! Huge uppercut. Hits the top of the bottom of your chin, clacks the teeth together, hits that post beside you. Few seconds of dizziness, and just the eyes focus again as
Can
you're
I
facing
use-
off with this.
Can I use my reaction?
You sure can.
I want to cast Hellish Rebuke at him.
Hello! Here we go.
He needs to make me dex save again.
Okay. Not as good. 13.
Fails. So he's going to take 2d10 fire damage.
God damn.
Okay. He's gonna take 11 points of fire damage, please.
Okay. So as it goes in for that massive uppercut, you get the back of the post, stare at him. The wisps of blue flame come out the corner of your eyes as he's holding his mace, and you just hear just like a sizzling sound as it looks down, and the mace is like hot red with blue energy. It's just like burning his hands as he's doing hot potato with the mace.
Down, boy.
All right. That'll be the Dave's turn, unless it wants to do. It will stay there. Ramira, you are.
Wonderful. I forgot the turn order, so I wasn't sure when I was. I just knew I was soon. Okay, so Ramira is like holy raging as the special benefit that you've given her. But instead of like using her mace per se, she kicks it up onto her shoulder, and she's just going to gently walk up 15 feet to the edge here to where she's out from behind the pillar. And as she does, she sticks out her other arm, so she's holding her mace. She sticks out her other hand, and then as she does, you can see the energy swirling around her hair. Hair starts to kip up, and then you start to see green energy go up through her veins, up through her jawline, and into her eyes. And at 8th level, I cast Disintegrate, and she quietly whispers it to herself, and she goes, Disintegrate, and casts Disintegrate, and he auto-fails his dex save because he's stunned.
Ah!
Let's go.
Yeah. I've been holding this for 2 weeks. So she kind of looks over at Fiend with like a cheeky little smile, and then very quietly to herself, she just says, Disintegrate. And it slaps out that ghoulish green energy, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll my damage.
Let's go, Sev.
Which for me is
What
only
the fuck?
16d6 plus 40.
John,
I
it's like
just
we
rolled
learned
it.
from you.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
rolled terribly. Oh, it's 99 points of damage. So
That's not bad.
terrible
That's nuts.
altogether. Yeah,
That's
99
bad.
points.
That's insane.
I saw a bunch of ones. So she just quietly Disintegrate and then looks over at Fiend, kind of gives him a nod, and then she's gonna just happily walk her happy ass back behind that pillar again. And that is my turn. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I've been planning this for 2 weeks.
I remember when you told me you had that spell.
Gustav. Gustav.
Thank you.
Yes.
My pride and joy. My best
Hey.
my best thing this whole
So
game.
some important questions need to be asked. First off,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Second off, what the fuck does your Disintegrate beam looks like? Because we know what John's looks like. The Omega beams a la Darkseid with
Yes.
the red tint juddering in all directions. What does yours look like? And where does it come from?
So it is going to come out of her eyes, and you see the green, and it does come up like veins through her neck, similar to his, and they turn green, her eyes do. And as they shoot out, they actually turn pink for a moment, and then they turn into a white searing light, and it just obliterates like fireworks.
Okay,
Love it.
so Fiend, as you're battling the Solar, you've taken some heavy hits too. This thing's taken some heavy hits. It's raised its massive radiant sword. Here's like, kind of like laughing under your breath, like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up so good. And then you just kind of look over as this radiant light is starting to shine to the corner of your eye, as you just kind of look over and see Rhaenyra just sort of in mid-walk and then plant their feet down. And then these green veins start to come out, and almost like from all the cacophony, like all the sound of battle that's raging on, it's almost like it all just goes quiet and still for a moment as you just hear this whisper come out of her mouth. Disintegrate. Fires through, and the Solar, who's stuck in place, one hits at the center of the last one, the sort of big crater in the side of their temple, still mid-heal, like a crusty scab of necrotic energy, gets hit again as flakes of scab just fall and smoke out everywhere. And another one hits them sort of at the right part of their chest. And you see them as this radiant light just slowly covers their entire body. Over the eyes, over the mouth, the entire silvery body of the Solar, the darkened sort of reddish skin of the Solar starts to just get covered in this radiant light as it creeps up to the top of their head. Their long flowing auburn hair just gets burned away as locks of it falls to the ground. The sort of tight muscle shirt that it was wearing with the armaments on the shoulders and the forearm gauntlet just
Is
rip
this
away.
what it's like to feel like John right now?
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
damn.
much. As
This medium
their
shirt,
fine
I
con
know.
clothes and flowing robes just start to fall to pieces. Their sword hanging up here, they're stuck in place in this sort of crusted, ashen body. And then the hands that are holding the sword just ping, ding, 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 ding,
Ghoulish.
falls off, and the body just falls to dust.
Yay!
Nice.
Lar is in a pile on the ground.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
Well, shit. That end your turn, Saf?
Yeah, I guess that'll do for now. I'll save my bonus action for another time. Think so.
And
If
bonus
I need
action,
to
I just
use
obliterate the other 3. Just casually. Yeah.
Casual. Like, all casual, like.
Okay.
Who's the stronger celestial now?
I'm saying that's poetic justice right there. He's like, you dumb fiend, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. But what if it wasn't? What if it was another
What if
holy
it
The
person?
student has become the master. As a DM of this lore, that was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've
All
been
right. Now we've got 3 devas up as they see their commander poured to ash, and they all just look at each other. No! And they rush in defiance over to you, Ramira.
Oh shit.
I expected this.
So
That's
let's-
why I chose half cover.
They are rushing. Those bastards.
Like, actually, my mom is going to hear about this, and she will not like it.
Praise the moon.
Moon goddess.
I feel like she also would not like these guys.
Using their flying speed, they are rushing. Oh, I guess these guys will take opportunity attacks. So 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, let's see here.
Do it.
Do it.
Man, I also would have a god complex if I could do that every round. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Go on, Deva. Step away from me and Farrell. Fuck
I was
around
like, haha,
and
what if I
find
just
out.
like killed your leader, but then I
Right.
die right after?
No,
Fishy.
not allowed. Stop it.
Then you really would be taking it from my book.
Yeah, I really would be. One for
Bruh.
one replica. Fun fact, I did in fact get that from our latest level up. I got to choose spells from other people's classes, and my reason for that is Ramirez just watched Fiend do it a lot, and so she was like, it's about time I learned this.
Yup.
All right, so we got
Friends.
1 Deva swooping over, so Sir Strange got an opportunity attack.
Ivy is AFK. No.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Gone. It'll be okay, because even if they hit them, they can still move, I believe.
Yes. Unless
Yeah, unless they have grapple.
die.
Not from that. I don't think so. Okay, so Saf, you're gonna get 2 attacks here with the mace as one of Davis rushes over
Yeah.
in emotional defiance.
Fucking miss me with that shit.
Yeah.
Well, one is 18,
That misses.
and the other one is 27.
Yeah, that's gonna hit regardless. Also, I forgot about this. When I do rage, technically that adds a +1 to my DC, is correct? Because it's my wisdom instead. Oh,
Yeah.
it's 2. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Just making sure, but it doesn't affect my AC. All right, wonderful. Yes, hit me.
Yes. Yeah. So D6 of bludgeoning, 4d8 radiant.
Oh God. I'm soft.
Okay, so 5 bludgeoning off the top.
It was just a prank, bro.
She probably is actually thinking, dear God, this is why he gets hit so much.
And 11 points of radiant. Low.
Okay, I'm so
rolls.
sorry. What was the first one?
So 5 bludgeoning
Oh, okay.
and 11 radiant, so 16 total.
Oh, Saloon be praised. Okay. It is but a scratch. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1. Ivy, we're saying you got an opportunity attack with Sir Strange. You got
Okay.
David that moved out of the way if you want to roll that hit.
Yes. Yes, I do. Piercer Strange. That is a natural 20 plus 11, so 31.
God damn. Okay.
Hey, Kevin, remember when you said it won't die from this? Hmm.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay, well, alright. I wasn't quite expecting that. I looked out, I was like, oh,
Oh, it's a natural 20. Yeah, you know what?
Not just casually.
alright,
Yeah.
alright.
All right, so roll damage for the sword hit.
Okay, great. Double the dice or double damage?
Do double dice.
Double dice?
Dice.
Sure.
Double dash.
Okay.
Or I guess we've been doing double damage the whole time. No, just double damage.
Actually, yeah, double damage. Yeah, I think that's what we've been doing. Yeah.
Pretty sure. Because double dice and some crits have just been too much fucking trouble for most times.
That's true.
Yeah.
So double dice.
Double them dice.
Double them dice. Hold on, I gotta put my D10. Okay. So 11, so 22 points of damage.
Ew, okay. See how so we're so strange combating with this Dave. They all look towards their leader being turned to ash in an emotional rage. Just no! And this one closest to Ramira just rushes as Sir Strange just takes their longsword and is trying to grab their wing as they reach off and just pulls off a couple of feathers as they slash at the wing as well. Takes the rest of the feathers with them as they launch forward and trying to get those two mace attacks against you, Ramira, but you're feeling almost this fear come off of them as you have your moonlit mace as well, and just clashing, banging. One tries to hit you with a radiant hit, and you block most of it. It kind of hits you in the shoulder from your repel, so it hits you a little bit, but not nearly as much as you would think, and you're just back at them, just going blows to blows with these angel freaks. Okay, and we got the other two to deal with. Let's see here. Yeah, this one's just gonna keep going after you, Ivy, in that crazy dragon form.
Hit me, I'm a dragon.
Hit me, I'm a dragon. Ooh, that's a nat 1
Oh.
and a natural 18.
The 18 hits, and that one does not.
Okay, so same as last time. Is 9 points of bludgeoning plus 13 radiant.
13 radiant? Okay.
So for a total of
Got it.
22.
Yep. Got it.
Okay, and then the other one here, still engaged with Beta Fiend, is going to make their attacks.
Oops.
That's a 21 to hit
Hits.
and a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So two of these attacks coming at you. So that's 8 bludgeoning plus 17 radiant for a total of 25. And then again 23 radiant plus 6 bludgeoning for a total of 29.
Beta Fiend is at 3 health.
Oh.
So
That
with
can't
the
be healed,
Solar
right?
being disintegrated and
No.
turned to ash, one Deva can see what's going on pretty goddamn well. Rushes up to Ramira. The two other Devas still in mid-combat can hear the yelling, can hear the crispiness of the disintegrate beam go off, but they're still engaged. Just two huge strikes with the mace. One not able to get feral just as well in their new dragon form, but they're two hitting Fiend Beta. Crack! Crack! Just like two giant baseball swings with Fiend just laughing and I'm not even real! I'll be back. I'll be back. Teeth flying out of their mouth, their jaw like unhinging, still able to talk.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so that'll bring us to the top of the round. Solar, no longer in play, and because of Disintegrate, cannot be resurrected other than a true resurrection or wish spell. So any revitalizing spells these Davis have are fucking useless now. But they seemingly are not backing down just of yet. Tarek, you are at the top of the round now. What would you like to do?
Okay. What would Tarek like to do? Tarek is going to
got Dava here right in front of you that you can hit. You got
yeah,
one
I'm
here.
gonna. Tarek's
Another
gonna
one back
look
here.
at the two Davas off to the side. Not the one that's directly in front of him. I'm gonna deal with him in a minute. Actually, oh no, I can't get the third one, so it's strange. Actually, I had a lot of people play that. Never mind. I'm going to. What's the range? 20, 20. Nice. I am going to. Tarek holds out his hand past Fiend Prime and is going to cast Synaptic Static over here in a radius that would just catch both of these two, as it is a 20-foot range. So
Okay.
hit those two. They must make me intelligence saving throws, please.
My favorite saving throw.
Yes. Very nice.
It's the best one. Wow. Nat 1 and a 4.
Oh, those are two fails. That
It's
is
a 4!
That is 8d6 psychic damage for both of them.
Okay.
All right. I'll roll that on rolls. Nice. That is 30 psychic damage to each of them. Mm-hmm.
Eric, they just can't get you out of their head. There.
Right?
All right. So, Tarek, as you're seeing your companion starting to get ahead on this battle, the big fucking Solar is turned to dust. The Deva seemingly acting out of pure emotion for the loss of their commander, just rocketing at you. Don't seem to be thinking very strategically anymore. Suddenly you start waving your hands about. Molnir on the ground. That particular darkened purple black lightning starts to come out of your hands as you whip it over to the side of the room that emanates the sparks over in the corner. It's like rocketing. A little black electric energy splits into the ground and splits in two ways, and just like a conduit just grabs them on the ankles. Some of the feathers off the wings start to shake and fall to the ground. Smoke rises from their back as these celestial chickens are being cooked.
I thought
Love
they were
that.
pigeons. Now they're chickens?
They're whatever I
Insert bird
want.
here, whatever you prefer.
Insert bird here.
Especially one in front of you,
Okay.
Saf, as you're like defending it with your moonlit mace, and them just this like rage. They've just basically decided that you're demons. Seeing Ivy change into a dragon, they're like, these must have been evil. Solar led us to them. And your strength is just like waning a bit, and then you just see this guy just start to shake uncontrollably, lessen their force on you a bit as their wings start to smoke and feathers start to drop, and you see the streak of black lightning reach their foot, giving you a bit of an edge there. Okay. Anything else?
Doing that, I will turn to the Dava in front of me, and I'll just say, what would he say? Your leader has led you to your demise. You should have surrendered. And I would like to try something a little fancy. If
A
you'll
little
allow
fancy.
it. Little something. Just because it is technically a bonus action.
I mean, technically.
Well, it is a bonus action, but I have to do something that requires a free action to do it. It's a little finicky, but I would like to, if you'll allow, Kevin, to move to the other side of the stava without opportunity attack, just because I will stay in its range. Because I think this would work, but I want to run this by you first. Drop Mjolnir down the other side of him, go back to the front, and then call it back to my hand. Because then technically it would be in the path of Mjolnir, which is a bonus action to call it back to my hand.
Oh.
Okay.
I think that was a yes, Ben.
Let the dice decide, Kevin.
In my head, I was like, okay, 10 or under, or 10 or over, it works. I rolled it twice and got 2 10s.
Oh, let's go.
Don't know why it's not focusing,
So
but
I love
technically,
that.
it's a natural 20.
Let's go.
what the
Combined, it's
fuck?
20.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So,
So you're
to
gonna
add
move
some
your guy
flavor
kind of
to
like,
that.
Yeah.
So I would basically go to about here. The way I'll like flavor text it is almost waiting for the Deva to go for an attack against me, duck under its arm, get behind it, stealthily just drop the hammer down, wait for it to do the same thing again, move back with my last kind of 15 foot of movement, and then Tarek is just gonna reach up, grab its face.
Okay.
That hammer's coming back.
So the Dave has to make the dex save, right?
Dex save, yes.
Okay.
Trying to remember what the save was.
It should be on there.
On the hammer, let me double check. Because I know for me it's...
Well, I just got a nat 20 on that save.
Fuck. Well, it will still take half damage, I believe. Cool, I have to roll as well, I believe. DC 10 though, for my dex save. Nice! That's a natural 18, plus 3, 21. So I don't
Okay.
take any damage from it. But yeah, just reach up and just like grip its face, and the hammer just flies and just straight in the back of the head, and then kind of flips over back into my hand. It will take it takes damage. It takes damage. Cool. Let me roll that. That is 2d12. Where are my d12s? No! Ah! Oh, my d12s. There we go. There's one. There's two. Cool. An 11 and a 4. Nice. So 15 plus 3. That's 18. I believe half of that is bludgeoning and half of that is lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, 9, 15.
So there's 18.
Yeah, it was. So it's 18 damage. Half of it is lightning. Half of it is bludgeoning, I believe.
Yeah, down to 9. So takes 9 points of damage, and
Oh yeah, because half. Yeah.
yep. So we're gonna do over. So yeah, as the guy's mace is like hot from the rebuke spell from Dragon Feral, so you go and you just kind of like see him like fiddling with it, and then you just put your hammer down, and you just kind of like creep over to their side. You're like, "Hey, fucko, huh?" Goes in for a swing, grab its head as he's turned around. And it starts to go to him, but it's like half damage, so he's able to just sort of streak out of the way so it doesn't impact him full in the head, but just hits the side of his fucking celestial cheekbone as you're able to grab it with your hand. It has this huge gash as a big flap of celestial skin, silvery bits that just shaved off and fallen to the ground. His silvery blood is now pouring down from the cheek.
You still have a chance to stand down. Do so.
And I will leave it at that.
Okay. Fiend! I'm scared to ask what the fuck you want to do.
Oh, you don't say. Well, we'll start off small. I'm going to use my bonus action to disappear into shadows and reappear on top of this pillar.
Okay.
Is that pillar like sawed off, or does that go all the way up to the ceiling?
This one's sawed off, so that's about 20 foot high.
All right. So Fiend, like a gargoyle, is standing on top of that pillar now, looking down at the two Devas, Rightnya and Rightnya. So in front of Ramira and next to the Solar's body. And he is going to intensely stare at them, look over to Ramira, and say, "Well, that is interesting. I can't believe you kept this from me. I'll teach you something new." And his eyes start to glow with that sickish green again. And I'll consume 8 sorcery points to twin the spell. And I'm going to focus both disintegrates as 4 beams separate out of his eyes, scorching across the floors, down from the pillar towards Deva 1 and Deva 2 as an 8th level disintegrate comes down.
Okay.
You just had to show me up, John.
Well, they gotta fail the deck save.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Deck save is DC 21.
Yeah, Jesus
This
Christ.
has just become a dick measuring contest.
It always was.
I think we all
It
went.
always
Oh,
was.
Kevin.
Oh,
wants
come
to
on. You just used my spell, Ed.
I think Kevin. We were all like, oh, Kevin wants to use something celestial. No.
No.
I knew it would have an adverse reaction.
Send agents of Achaidh against us? How could you?
First one is a 12. Second one is a 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
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 Right, yeah. And I am going to use 1 sorcery point to empower that spell. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 16d6 plus 40. So they each take a 114 force damage.
Oh, God!
I want everyone to just like be also aware of what both Ramira and Fiend are doing to these celestial beings. Unlike other spells that may kill you, these spells rob the Celestials of going back to the upper planes. They don't die and go back to heaven. They die out of existence. They don't go back to their land. They don't go back to their god.
Don't say genocide then, bitch.
They are eradicating them from the universe.
They
right
said,
now.
"Oh, we'll kill all the."
It is probably the worst death you could give a Celestial.
Are we perhaps sending them beyond the realms?
Oh,
Oh, but
That's season 2. We'll talk
That's
about
season-
that.
Season 2. Season 2.
Season 2 is
so-
everything that they've disintegrated that we have to fight again.
Also, that was the Solar as bitch, not you, Kevin, bitch. I love you, Kevin.
It's all right. I play multiple bitches on this stream. Okay. So,
including Beta
yeah.
Fiend.
with Fiend, with your wound slowly closing up from the healing magic of your party, seeing Solar turn to dust, seeing Ramira kind of taking on the teachings of Fiend, looking up and just like, can't let that sustain. Black smoke emanates from where you are, sitting atop of the jagged pillar. You say the words.
Disintegrate!
I always like hearing that. Anyway, so as you just say that, and these 2 large, darkened purple lights come out of your hands to signify you're doing something tricksy with these ones. As one goes in the vibrant red light, jettisoning in all angles out of one eye, another neon purple one goes out of the second one as they jitter in all different angles and splinter off. And again, the 2 devas, one that was more centered in the back giving support, the Solar, one engaged with Ramira, just 2 of them having been shocked with synapse static, falling to the ground. Loud, high-pitched screams hit the top of their register before cutting off suddenly as the disintegrate beam passes by their jaws. Hardened, blackened bodies as you hear the falling kicking, 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 kicking of both maces as their bodies turn to dust.
Ramira just like flicks some of her hair out of the way as the dust falls. Cutting a little close, are we? Right here.
My apologies, but I'm fairly accurate.
One day you're gonna miss.
Now, one day he might miss. Beta Fiend, as I say that, Beta Fiend teleports to the other as a bonus action.
God damn it, I can't kill Beta Fiend either! Can't even kill a copy of you!
He's gonna try the same thing.
Fiend is inevitable.
What did you expect to happen, though,
I
Kevin?
am inevitable.
I expect nothing less. Nothing less.
Both of them make dexterity saving throws. Let's see if they can make it through round 2.
Right.
DC 21. He's the same stats as me.
Nope. That's a 4 and an 8.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
A nay! That comes out to be right around 108 force damage.
Okay. Same thing, Beta Fiend, appearing a black of smoke as that Deva was just like smile going on their face, like they're about to eradicate evil off of this earth. Just hits smoke. As Beta Fiend is just like, you're seeing like Action Figure Fiend and then like Action Figure Fiend B that was left in the backyard and chewed up by the dog and like left in a dirt hole for like weeks. Arm broken, jaw
Like,
dislocated.
pieces of snow and ice are falling off.
Just like gashes all over their pinstriped vest and tie and dress shoes, just ripped to shit, almost just like a walking corpse, but still smiling, is able to just have their job with their good arm just snap back into place. Disintegrate! With one broken arm out of place and another one jettisoning forward as the beams whip in all directions.
Beta Fiend, you know what to do. Oh, no, that's a wrong spell.
So once again, the beams strike the Deva in front of Dragon Feral, and the other one engaged with Sir Strange. Well, behind Sir Strange, I should say. As the one in front of you, Feral, as you're getting ready for another massive attack, your eyes glowing wildly, you just see the beam hit the back of the head of the Deva, and a big chunk of their fair hair and top of their skull just like gets road rashed. So just a chunk of their scalp just flops
like,
forward.
Flop a wing in front of myself in case I get hit.
Like from the top down.
It's like wing just in case I get hit, and then peek.
Yeah, some brain matter and some hair kind of floats your way, and your dragon wing blocks it from getting smashed and pollocked in front of you. As they slowly turn to ash. This one, though, hits in the back shoulder, starts to spread over here, and all of a sudden they take their hand, they drop their mace, radiant glow comes from their inside their palm. And puts a healing spell on them. Starts to stave off the disintegrate from going all the way on their body, keeping at bay, down to one arm, or down to one knee. He just stares up in utter fear of what has transpired.
Fiend, maybe we should let that one go. No. Why would we let that one go? You fucked up. You could have empowered that spell and he would be dead right now. Fair enough. We need to take a rest so I can make a new beta fiend.
All right. Is that all, Beta Fiend?
That's all, Beta Fiend.
God damn it. All right.
This is yucky.
After that is Sir Strange.
Hello. How's this guy looking? Like, actually. Because Sir Strange is just...
Half its body is, like, about to fall to ash.
Okay. Let me see what I'll do real quick. Hold on.
Just stab backwards.
I mean, it's just gonna turn around. Let's see. We will use. I just gotta pick which one I want to use.
Just realizes it's behind, just turns around, ready to fight him, and accidentally decapitates it. Oh,
I'm gonna use
Oops.
a 3rd level Searing Smite again, so it'll be fire damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Sir Strange turn around kind of slowly because he knows, like I'm aware that Fiend has just done quite a bit of damage to this individual, and they're looking very rough. So I am going to attempt to. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use Searing Smite. Oh, unless I throw my dice off the table.
Like you do.
Like you do. You know, like I do. 25 to hit
That will hit.
on the
Roll
first
damage.
one. On the first one. Oh, that sucked for damage, but I'm using Searing Smite, which is... First damage is not great, so it's 12.
12. Okay. Gonna hit for the second one.
Yep, let me roll. 20, unnatural.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Woo. That's a little better. 6. 15 on the second one.
Sir Strange, how do you want to do this?
Okay. So I actually have something for this, actually.
Okay.
So as he turns, as Sir Strange turns around slowly, pick a god and pray to it, and immediately just decapitates them.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
So as Dave was on one knee, half of the body hardened ash from this disintegrate spell, using the radiant healing to keep it at bay. You say that to them, and one giant swoosh as a line just emanates across their neck. Silvery blood starts to slowly fall. The light that they're holding starts to slowly dulls out. Their head falls off, and the disintegrate ray takes up the rest of their body. Falls to ash.
No survivors.
You have beaten the Celestials.
Let's go.
Ramirez says, "Have some tact, will you?"
Yes, but that
Okay.
Fiend just teleports back there. What's the lighting situation in this room, Kevin? I have to ask that.
What's the lighting situation?
What's the mood
Is it like
lighting?
chandeliers? Like
Is it romantic? Is it
Candelabra.
gothic?
what kind of lighting?
There was a couple torches lit in here, but it's very, very dim light.
I have blind sight now. I can.
Oh,
see.
okay, that's phenomenal. Because if it got like brighter or something for whatever reason after the Celestials left, you'd just see Shadow Fiend, like Beta Fiend, like trying to get down off the pillar because he couldn't use his teleport because he doesn't have the armor.
So.
Oh no, and then he falls.
And then dies. Correct.
So then dies.
The fall will kill you.
I am Kevin.
Mm.
Going to run over to that sword, pick it up.
Oh.
Stroll over. I'm gonna leisurely stroll with my wings. And I pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. It's
What is-
very large and extremely heavy.
Yeah, she kind of expects that. Anybody know anything about this? Kind of holding it at arm's length, like balancing it.
It's a sword.
Well, I mean, yes. It's.
The pointy tip goes into the other man.
The pointy tip goes into the other man.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to have a lot of work to do. Can I arcane check it?
Ivy's trying not to metagame, so.
Arcane check? Yeah, sure.
That's it. That's not bad. What's my arcane? Well, I gotta check my arcane before I say it's not bad. That's really not bad. 24.
24. It's definitely powerful. The celestial sort of magic that was being imbued by Solar is no longer seeming to hum from it. The blade is no longer ignited in radiant light. It's kind of just got this dull, silvery metal to it. But there's tons of celestial runes that are etched into the blade away from the hilt that goes up. The hilt itself almost has like an image of like a sort of a nude celestial amongst the hilt, and the wings that come out kind of make the hilt before you touch the handle.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Carry this around for a while.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and use my necklace of prayer beads. I'm gonna use all 6 charges on Fiend, and she slaps her hand on his shoulder and goes, "If you ever call me your battery again, I won't hesitate to hesitate." And then slaps a bunch of healing into him after the battle. I'll DM you the percents of how much.
I don't remember when. I know I've called you a battery before quite often.
did
But
call
when was
me
the
a-
last time I did it?
Last session.
Yeah, it
Last
was last
session.
session. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, when was the last time I did that?
This fight.
That's good. Good to know.
I'm gonna keep this sword for a while.
When did
Alright.
you learn disintegrate?
Me, Saf, doesn't remember. I guess the last couple times, we've been emboldened by our previous bloodlust. Something like that. I don't know. Last time my mom visited, she picks up all kinds of fun things for me. Kind of like when my real mom goes to Ross.
clearly.
Why?
It's just interesting. I have never heard of somebody of celestial means using arcane magics like that.
Well, I mean, before you, I read a lot. I spent my time in libraries. Some of my clients had the biggest libraries in the country. And, well, that's how I got started. So I figured it was a bit time for me to review. I've watched you a lot, and I felt like maybe I should pick up a few tactics. Although I don't like being hit like this. It makes a lot of sense why you're always getting destroyed.
But before getting hit, how did it feel?
And she does kind of fight a grin. It felt powerful. It felt good.
Right?
But I'm too cute to be hit over and over like that.
Yes, I suppose.
She holds her own face as if like that's gonna do anything.
Farrell from the side with the sword. Can't confirm.
Thank you. See, Farrell knows. I just like imagine. I mean, I can shapeshift my face back into normal, right? But what if I do some real harm? And she just kind of like pats her face. Ow, ow.
I'm sure you'll get over it.
Farrell, if you're gonna hang on to that sword,
Yeah.
do run into a certain god, perhaps,
Have
you know,
considered-
maybe don't show it off to them.
Okay, but Tarek, have you considered that I can just, transform shape and like shift my appearance, like alter appearance, alter self, to appear like her in case we meet any other of these little things and not having a weapon, or just turning into.
No, I mean if we meet Achaidh.
Yeah, no,
She'll definitely see through that.
Oh, you'll
Not see through that kind of
But
stuff.
if we
easy.
run into like Gloomwing or something.
Antihistamine?
Anti who?
It's a woke thing.
No,
Anti-inflammatory?
No, Achaidh, not.
See, but I also could just alter myself to look like a Deva, or Ramira could, and now we have a weapon to back that up.
She also,
Yes.
as you guys are talking about this, she sticks her hands out with like pointed fingers at Fiend, and she like gets really close to Fiend's face and points over to Tarek and goes, "Listen, I only did what I did today. 1, to prove a point, but 2, because they were going to commit genocide, and that is not okay. That's the only reason. Do you understand me?" And she's like looking between you very
Yes,
specifically.
yes.
We don't just haul off and kill people for, okay, you two. And she looks at Fiend. But anyways, that's not the point. I only did what I had to do because they were going to kill a whole people group for seemingly no good reason. Do you understand me?
Neither of us were questioning that, right? So the fact that
Well,
you're having
you were
to
like-
explain that to us right now is
No, and she kind of, she looks like, she points to Fiend. She goes, "No, I don't think he ever gets what I'm actually doing ever. He misunderstands me all the time, actually."
Really, at the end of the day, I just kind of wanted to test my abilities against a new strength.
That's what I'm saying. Do you see what I mean? And also, you just sat there and had a conversation with them after they said they were going to have genocide. You're like, "Oh, I guess we could just talk it out." Do we just like talk to people
I
who are
was
going to kill
going to
us?
try and talk them out of fighting. Besides, the only reason I hesitated but for a second was because they're agents of Achaidh, who I thought we might be able to make an ally against Gloomwing. So that's why I'm saying to Farrell, we run into Achaidh, maybe we don't say, "Hey, we killed some of your agents, here's one of their swords." That's kind of
Maybe
Truth-
she also didn't
not the
like
best thing to
Truth
do.
be told, it's not that Achaidh would probably know we killed any of her agents, because Celestials are supposed to go back to the plane of...
that. Oh, I'm
Wherever
sure
the
she'll
fuck
come
they're
looking.
from.
Or more of them will come looking. So we should probably move along.
Yeah.
Is this
You
a
just
so-
feel like Beta Fiend, like prestidigitationing wind, trying to, like, spread the ashes across the war.
Full pile, they're up here, just
Oh, Fiend, are you kidding me
Fiend.
right now?
angel feathers are being
Fiend.
dusted with
Oh
black
my
powder as
God.
they're being just swept
You're
around.
just
Oh.
spreading their essence
Farrell
over a
picks up a
larger
couple of the
space.
feathers. Wait, I wanted some of these.
Oh my God,
Wait,
this
that's
is
a
going
fuck.
This is
These were living
disgusting.
beings.
I wanted their feathers.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Is there
no.
anything amongst their possessions that we need outside of the Solaire sword?
I'm taking a couple of their feathers. I reach down, pick up a handful.
You
and
don't
I'm sure it would have all been disintegrated. Wouldn't
Yeah, it would have all.
Unless
gear
it's a
and
magical
everything.
item.
True.
Oh.
Is there anything, Kevin? Is there any items?
make an investigation check.
If you think I'm not
I
going
will
to
do
add
so.
Deva feathers into my inventory, you're wrong.
Eh.
We don't think that like the big leader person of the plasma people are gonna want this sword, right? Like we're not gonna tell them.
I'm not going to give
Investigation
this to them.
with
Okay,
my
good. I
plus
don't need
8.
it.
That's
Could
a
you imagine-
22.
Could you imagine the ooze people trying to no.
You beat me. I got a 19.
Nice.
I'm just stuffing some of the feathers into my bag that I
Oh
left
my
over.
god, Farrell, you could at
Farrell,
least
they
do
were-
it with some tact, have some decorum.
Farrell, they were
Oh
living leaks.
no.
I mean,
These
they were
poor
going to try and-
individuals. I feel so bad for them.
Would you want
Oh,
somebody
no.
to take like my skin with them or something if they killed me?
Are you using it? I didn't think so.
Well, I mean, if we were
Okay.
all dead, I don't know if we would know if they were taking your skin.
That seems like it matters.
I don't like how much sense you're making, and I want you to stop.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Well, I have Deva feathers now, so if anybody needs any components like these later, I have them. I'm adding Deva feathers into my D&T Beyond. inventory.
Well, we've done our job and stopped this pride. I would now like my god-killing weapon.
I
Hmm.
mean, but okay, we stopped this pride. Is this all of them, or do you think there's more?
No.
Because
Oh,
I
I'm sure this is all of them.
Well,
mean, are-
they'll probably send more, but
Like in the history of ever, probably
I'm
not.
sure
But
they
we
Hmm.
will send more
Wait.
because if they don't come back,
I have a statement to make.
okay,
Who cares?
the ooze does.
Some of us are burdened with caring. I know that's not your strong suit, but
We're burdened with glorious purpose.
no.
So- We can move past giving a shit if they send more Solaires and just get the god-killing
You know
weapon
what,
because we
we-
stopped their pride.
We are in a hurry. You are right.
You are aging me. Let's get our shit and get out of here.
to be fair,
Ah,
to quote Fiend, we don't have time to sit around and wait
You're right,
to see
you're
if
right,
they
you're
send
right.
more. We've dealt with the current issue. We need to get what we came for
Yes,
and
we're
leave.
going.
If they come back, I'm afraid that's not our issue.
I mean,
You're
are
right. You're right.
You
We
are
did what
right.
we were supposed to
Plus,
do.
if Glooming succeeds, there's not going to be any more ooze anyway to save. So,
Exactly.
you're right. You're right.
I wanted to be a shithead and be like, "What about you, Strange? What do you think?"
Strange is busy off to one side, zoned out.
well,
and they need more
whatever,
weapons.
whatever.
Because they
Fiend
realize
thinks.
they've also just killed a individual of like celestial being.
Strange thinks that wall is very interesting.
It's not even at the wall. It's just staring at the statue of like this
Middle
god.
ground.
It's like
Kevin, looking at the map here, I see the entrance we took into the cave,
Mhm.
and then I see another. Do I see an exit or like a continuation?
No.
Pix is
Okay,
off
so this is just one
back.
room.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going back, fellas.
So Ben, what do you got on
Let's
investigation?
22.
22.
2. So the sword of the Solar is still intact.
Mhm.
And off of their crusted, dried charcoal finger is a ring.
Oh. Do I, from my 22, do I get a sense of perhaps what this is, or would I have to make a separate check?
Hell no. What you
Fuck.
see on the ring is that it's a darkened sort of black steel. The indent of it's like sort of smooth, and then at the sort of the flat ring part, there's a bit of an indent and has a little bit of design in the middle of it. On the bottom, kind of looks like it's a sickle, like there's like a line and then like a sort of round swoop that's pointed.
Okay.
A little bit of a line, sort of right above that sort of curvature, a flat line, and then 3 little lines like this. So like on one side, if you're holding it up, it kind of looks like a sickle with like maybe wheat coming out of the ground. And then if you like turn it upside down, it may look like maybe like boats going towards a horizon, that kind of imagery.
Interesting. Can I make some sort of Arcana check, see if I can work out what this does?
Arcana check will just tell you if it's magical. You won't be able to know how it works or anything like that.
Okay.
Anybody have identify?
I'm just gonna put it on. Nope.
Live fast, die young, Ben. Live fast, die young.
I'm already attuned for my maximum amount of
Oh,
items.
that's fair. I have
So it would have
detect
no effect
magic.
anyway.
Because technically I could use detect magic to figure out what kind of magic
Besides,
it is,
Saf,
right?
not all of us just put rings on willy-nilly to find out what they do.
I'm still waiting for my return call.
You know what? Let's meet Fiend's dad. Okay, let's go.
That's true. I didn't tell anybody yet that I had met him.
Nope.
I wonder
yeah,
if I could call him.
I guess I'll just hold
You know what
on
you
to
do?
it
You just
for
give it to
now.
Neth later and be like, "Hey, Sir Strange, will you have Neth put this on?"
They would die in a
What the
heartbeat.
That's the thing for treating Beryl like
no.
chopped liver.
Could I technically do like detect magic and just like get the idea of what it
Yeah.
does? The
Oh,
whisper of what
Sure.
it does? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use
Hold
detect
out.
magic.
Okay. So you hold it out.
Tarek's unintentionally being a little hot.
You hold out the ring, and Ramira kind of looks at it steadily.
that.
Sort of radiant glow goes in her eyes, and you see this sort of gleaming yellow energy coming out of the indents of the design of the ring. The sort of sickle and the 3 lines suddenly flash out to you, signifying the School of Abjuration Magic. So
Oh, yeah,
mainly in the realm of protection and shielding.
Oh la la. Enchanté.
But
I
it
relay
did not
all of
matter
this
for this
information.
guy.
Yeah. I relay that information to everybody.
Everybody!
Yeah. I love you guys.
And that's it. I'm gonna walk down the hallway and I'm gonna
Touch
just
the ring.
take a little peek-see to see if our friend, whomst I forgot him name,
Tivix.
Tivix, and I'm just gonna poke my head round the corner and be like, are you out there?
Yeah, so you make your way sort of down the rocky corridor back out to the sort of rock sort of beach that the river was kind of gliding past, sort of illuminated by a couple bioluminescence that the river kind of goes down the canal a bit more. He's just kind of perched on like a flat rock that's kind of been grown out of the ground a little bit.
Mhm.
You just see his sort of translucent, dark and swampy gray gelatin-like body with the kind of spaghetti-like hair and the illuminated orange light eyes and sort of jack-o'-lantern smile. As the rock they're sitting on is kind of like 15 feet high, but their elongated sort of like legs are just like slooped down and just.
He's kicking his little feeties in the water.
Yes.
Ah! I love this boy.
His body's kind of up here, and his 2 little gelatin arms are kind of cinched together like this, but his legs are like Mr. Fantastic, like elongated, just.
As she kind of peeks around the corner to see that, her heart is kind of heavy because she knows the gravity of what she just did. But when she sees his little feeties kicking in the water, she kind of rolls her shoulders back and releases that tension in her jaw, and she knows that she made the right decision for herself. And she just kind of pokes her head out. Tivix.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Did you take care of? Is it done?
Yes.
So no more pride.
No more.
And you see their body like kind of shift over to their knees, their legs kind of going towards the solid ground, and their legs go and hit the ground, and their body kind of slides over and then becomes perpendicular to yours. He just gives you like a big hug, sort of around your shoulders, and this damp, wet feeling kind of starts to seep through your clothes as parts of their ooze body kind of drips off of your chest and sort of like down your leg, and parts of it kind of hits the rock beach going.
That's
I'm
nice.
so happy. Oh my God, this is such good news.
This
You see Fiend in the background, just like.
And she literally, she's hugging Tivix, and she looks up and she goes, And she just is like, oh, good, good. I just.
And as you like
have
pat the head, like boom, boom.
Oh, I
Like
knew that was gonna
elasticity
happen.
that comes from the hair as you like pat it on.
But yeah, she just kind of pats him back and comforts him. Yes, hopefully, everyone can live in peace now.
That's fantastic. I'll tell everyone back in home right away. Are you all coming back to the city, or are we going? Did you want me to take you where you wanted to go? Or?
Yes, we're gonna go right now. Can you take us as swiftly as you can to the room that was promised to us?
Yeah, I can take you to the room where it happens. The room.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Kevin.
As that happens, she's gonna kind of check back and everyone, and like slurp herself away from Tivix gently, and go back to the gang. Is everyone all right? Does anyone need healing? Should I establish some kind of wellness
See
now?
Beta Fiend.
Girls
just
like
like Fiend just puts Beta Fiend's hand down. You can't get healed.
I am sorry, Beta. I would love to help you, but I can
It's all right. Don't worry.
I
We'll
can
figure it out.
give you an armband, like a splint, if that makes you feel better.
No, he's like got like literal chunks missing out of his like
Placebos.
arms,
Placebo
and
is
just there's
still
no
a very
blood or anything coming from him. It's all
beneficial
just ice and
concept.
snow.
Oh, that's gross. Placebo's still very beneficial and is very effective.
I don't feel any pain.
A greater health potion.
Okay, do we have more health potions at all?
Let me check.
I have 1, 2, 3 now. I had 4. I drank 1.
I have a large quantity potion of greater healing.
What are you at, Fiend, after I healed you for those?
I
It is
have-
6.
Oh, yeah.
So Strange has no health potions.
Same.
Okay.
So Pharaoh has 3 a potion of greater healing left.
If we can and are willing, I think maybe health potions might be the best course of action right now.
Never mind. I have a potion of greater healing.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I got lost in the bottom of my bag.
If we have a moment to rest, I would
There's that
recommend
too.
sleeping.
I don't know. Do we have time? Oh, we
I
don't know.
know.
They don't know what time is. God,
They don't know what time is. I'm gonna turn
We did
to-
learn that, didn't we?
Oh,
get
yeah.
these motherfuckers a clock.
Tivix, what is the distance to this weapon?
Yeah, it's far. The river current can take us there pretty quickly. But it'll take a little bit.
So they don't know time and they don't really know distance either. Great.
We may have time to get there beforehand.
Why don't
No,
we
because
get
they
there?
don't know time.
Why don't we get there and see how we feel? Because our bodies will judge time.
That's a good point.
That works.
Should you? So you don't want a healing spell, and you don't want a potion, even though you're looking a bit rough.
No, I'll be fine.
I
Okay,
have
you know,
3. Are you sure?
You say yes, because you say that, but then I'm the one who has to pick up your mangled remains.
I'm gonna dive in my bag and grab a potion of greater healing and hit
Yes,
it. with
Farrell,
Fiend.
thank you. Please.
How much does a
do
potion of
me
greater healing heal?
a favor.
It's 4d4
plus 4.
plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
See,
a lot of
I
fours.
appreciate this. And then she kind of just gently pats Farrell as like a thank you. Just, help me, help you, help me,
Yeah, of course.
as it were. Now, out of curiosity, do you have a particular word when you dominate monster at all? I'm just asking for my notes.
Who are you asking?
Oh,
What?
Pharaoh's like,
and this is why I do all of my own note taking.
interesting.
Are you
Fiends,
asking?
Both fiends turn. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. What are you talking about? You want to know about Dominate Monster?
Oh, so you can hear.
I was drinking a potion.
The sound of potion rushing in my ear.
Preoccupied.
You just hear. All right, let's go.
John was doing calculations. What the fuck did you want?
I know. No, I'm just being annoying. I monologue and. All right, let's go, you hoodlums.
I have sheathed this sword into my belt. It's quite heavy, and I am very.
I was gonna say, doesn't it like
Sheath it into
hinge
your
on you?
belt?
Like,
More
yeah, she's like carrying
More
it
like-
halfway. Either way,
This
she's
thing
keeping
is like the
sword.
size of a boat oar.
Yeah, she's keeping the sword. as
That thing's
best she
going
can.
on your back.
Oh, that's true. She'll just.
Yeah.
But are your knees like buckling while this happens?
Probably a
Because it's
little
like
bit.
so huge.
That's
Farrell's
fine.
looking
Uh,
like
it's-
Cloud from
You
Final
know
Fantasy
what?
VII right now.
Actually, she's just gonna hand it to Sir Strange. Like, carry this for me.
Pack mule, beast of burden.
Wow.
They're stronger than I am.
Strange has become
That's what
the
knights are good
the
for.
Skyrim companion NPC.
I'm just like, here, carry this radiant object for me. And,
Don't get sick next time.
and since I am so strange, I sling it on my back.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm keeping this damn sword. One way or another.
Yep.
Alright, so then I guess we continue with Tibix.
Yeehaw.
Water, and we attempt to rest.
Yeehaw, brother.
Or take a short
Tibix.
rest.
Take us away.
Tibix, take us away.
Okay, everyone, follow me. And I can't thank
We're
you enough.
following.
Our people are indebted to you, I swear. Is there
Mhm.
anything I can do for you before we go?
Nope, we can just go, Tivix. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
And just like this stringy
Nice.
gelatinous hand comes up to your face, just sort of
Oh.
pats it a little bit, a strings of his essence
Okay.
just kind of clings to your
Okay.
cheek.
Tivix, maybe not the face, Tivix.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
the
so glad
flesh.
he's chosen you as his best friend.
Tarek, so help me gods.
That's the best friend.
Derek's just smiling.
She's like fake smiling, but through her gritted teeth, she's like, "Don't make me fight you."
It's basically like the person that you like the most and confide in the most.
Hmm.
Somebody you care a lot about.
Yes.
Well, then you are all my best friends.
In my experience, personally, it's somebody you consistently fight with and never listens to you. But it's to each their own.
I mean,
What'd you
it's-
say?
it's-
God damn it,
See?
John!
Oh, I think I get what you're saying. Screw you!
Good. Yes. The little laugh. Oh, I
And then
just
just
like
kinda
this guy.
Sloughs off towards the boat.
Oh,
And I'm not taking you down to the whip of razors. I'm just gonna leave you all stranded here forever and ever.
oh my God, let's go.
He's not really gonna leave us behind, is he?
Well, Tivix, maybe we go back to your prior form of communication. It's a little bit more
Friendly.
social.
Oh, I'm not a best friend then?
No, you
our
are.
best friend.
I think you should
God
just
damn
be
it.
Beryl's version of friends and not my version, because my version's a bit, and she kind of quiet looks at Fiend out of the side of her eye. It's a bit challenging, if to put it that way.
Everybody loves a good challenge.
Girls.
What's life without conquering challenges?
Farrell's best friend is literally the elf bard. Like, that's why she's like,
Regardless, I think maybe just we stick with Farrell's definition of friends. That's I think a better definition of best friend. So
Okay.
yes, good. It'll
So
serve you
let's-
better, I think.
let's go to the artifacts.
Let's go.
Because best friends also help each other.
Sure
Hmm.
do.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Best they can.
Oh my God, Ben! The foreshadowing is actively murdering me
Don't-
right now.
don't.
Asaf.
I love it, but don't.
Fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Obviously, Tivix will live
No
a
matter
long, happy
what,
life.
All right,
Oh,
everyone, come in the
God.
boat.
Tarek doesn't see the foreshadowing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You're mean to me.
By the way, when we're gonna be going through the web of razors now. There's still some things that live there that are very, very bad. So don't say or talk or anything, okay?
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I'm on in.
Their long boats kind of waiting as Tivix kind of slides back into it and gets that sort of long stick to guide the way. Assuming you're all getting in.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeehaw.
This is gonna end so badly.
I know it
feel
is.
it in my bones. I'm nervous.
I know.
Also, great foreshadowing for for Fiend and Ramira. I'm sure that's gonna go really good in the future when she finds out what he's done.
It's fine. What could possibly
Yeah.
go wrong?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And nothing can go wrong.
I was just gonna say.
Nothing can go
Ramira wakes up. Oh God, it all went wrong.
Like
Oh
100
my
days
God.
later. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She will not be a person.
It's fine because you'll wake up next to Sir Strange and it'll be great.
No, we both know it's
And
gonna
then
be
Farrell
bad.
will bring back Fiend
I'm not.
via true
I'm not
resurrection.
alone. We can both go and murder Fiend.
Okay. So as the
Thanks.
boat starts to leave the rocky shore, with Tivix and that long stick guiding the way, you start to head forward. As the rock caverns kind of expand and shorten and get a bit more narrower, you start to notice that the river bend starts to descend down. As you're going through twists and turns, going farther down and down. Few splits along the route of this river. You note the bioluminescence below too, that some were glowing like a sort of a iridescent green and blues and pinks. Start to notice this purplish coloration start to come into view, very much like the light that's behind John right now. And then you see a couple of them first until you notice that the whole river that you're running on starts to become populated very much with this dark purple light. And the coloration around you starts to change a little bit as well, as some of the red rock textures from up above were kind of permeating all the rock walls and caverns below, sort of sludged with green algae and dripping water. Start to notice that the colors start to change and they darken from the sort of crusty old red to a darker coloration. Darker, until the rocks become almost this charcoal black metal like texture. Smells start to change as well, a bit more sour, a bit more foul. The air is a bit tighter as well. You don't have trouble breathing or anything, but you notice you're taking a bit deeper breaths than you were before, the deeper down that you go. Starts to become eerily silent as well, as you were hearing kind of the dripping of stalactites and stalagmites from above. Maybe like the running water kind of making that sound. Till the deeper you go, you suddenly hit this plateau where you hit this sort of long descent as the boat kind of almost looks like it's a tip over and then hits down to calm water. And there's just an eerie silence all around you. And so you're seeing this narrow rock cavern, almost like I said, like you're kind of traveling cenotes. There's lots of pockets of dark light or dark shadows in various areas, but at the sort of very long corridor of rock, you see an opening at the end. And various weird bioluminescent purple light sort of shining out of it. And it's kind of hard to determine what it is, but you can see this light at the end, and there's a massive there's clearing that comes out at the other end. The sort of background foreground that you can see is that there's a giant opening coming up, but just a small little slit of space. This whole travel time takes about 35 minutes or so. And you're just kind of sitting in solemn silence for a while, waiting to see where this path that Tivix is going to take you to. But there's just a change in the air the more that you come down this way. It makes you feel a little unsettled with these sour and foul smells kind of starting to permeate around the air. Smells of decay, smells of old musty scents that you would get from, like, if you went down to like an old musty boat that's been drawn ashore. Just like the smell of just decay is just filling up everywhere. the more you go down into these cave depths, until eventually the opening starts to come towards you. And as this calm water, you just see the streaks, the reflections of the purple light from this opening kind of hit the water beside you as the ripples of the boat sort of go back. You suddenly open up to another abandoned city. Some of the wisping magical lights that long have been left behind by the mind flare still permeate these regions. Entire houses and buildings in this strange angular Gothic architecture just suddenly expand to you on all sides. This massive hollowed out round cavern, almost like an ant colony of mind flares had populated the city once. It's massive. And there are abandoned pointed houses with like crooks and jagged pieces all along the rooftops, sort of snake-like walls that are separating different parts of the city, where there's like a layer on top and then a big wall and then another layer that kind of goes out for a minute. The wall as well has these not armaments but architecture. There's like lots of claw-like architecture. That makes sense. Like lots of pointed hooks and jagged sharp edges on like everything that you're seeing before you. And along the walls is where there's decaying fungi and huge shrooms and vegetation that just look old and dead, and various rope bridges that have just frayed lines that have long since passed. And certain bridges that are just warped and, you know, very much like the artwork of, I'm forgetting the artist's name, very famous artist that did all of the artwork for the Alien movies, like where it almost looks like living organism and architecture like meat. So a lot of things that look more like swirling patterns, like locked in together. Lots of hooks and spikes jittering out of all of these random houses and architectures, all very pointed roofs that mirror sort of like what human houses would look like, and some that have these spires and sort of cylinder-like endings to the rooftops themselves. Some have glowing purple light sort of wisping out of them still. Some do not. Some of the houses, the bigger structures have these jagged spiked rooftops that kind of angle up and tower up into cylinders that connect to the rock ceiling above. Few bats kind of whip past you and fly by, the sort of screeching sounds of them echoing out this abandoned city. As you're gliding through on the boat, it looks like some of it's been submerged in water a bit, almost like a city in Venice. So as you're getting out through the water on the boat that's gliding, some of the first layer of houses you're seeing seem to be half submerged. So you're kind of meeting them right at the points where like the rooftops start to jitter out. And the wall that would look like maybe it went down a lot deeper is just like a foot or so. Tivix using the stick and just elongating their plasmoid arms are able just to guide the boat kind of past all these houses. You just get an unsettling feeling. Every now and again, you can hear just something scurrying off, click-clacking. You just sort of make it at the corner of your eye, like insect-looking things just kind of clamoring off of the rooftops. The calm water not being disturbed at all until you hear that clattering. You can see something just dive into the water, not like humans or anything, but just like whatever life has been left behind from this abandoned city. You just notice other ripples floating in the water kind of, you know, away from you. But as you start to make your way slowly through all these spires and all this Gothic architecture, you notice there is a particular light source coming from the other side of the city, from this domed cavern. As you're slowly making your way just through silence and just the flattering of bat wings all around you, as you slowly make your way to the other side of the web of razors. Did you guys want to make a stealth check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Does anybody have pass without a trace?
I'm casting it right now.
Yeah.
You get a +10.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Not everything.
That roll became acceptable now.
Yeah, good.
Stealth.
26.
Oh, I forget. Stealth is one of my really good ones. Hold on.
Still
Ha!
23 for Feral.
I also have a good mod, but not even that could save me.
3 for Feral, and why is Sir Strange doing better than Feral every time I roll for
Plus 10 as well from Pass Without Trace, right?
Yeah, +10.
37.
This doesn't... Oh my god. This doesn't
25 for Sir Strange,
aura
even
doesn't
with
help, right?
disadvantage.
And their aura doesn't help, right? In this situation.
For saving throws.
I believe it's for
Saving
save.
throws, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I don't know what paladins do.
I'm also figuring it out today. It's been too long since I've played a paladin.
I got a 22.
So
22. Okay. Let's see. You're lucky motherfuckers. Okay.
Where is he going?
Kevin, no, come back!
Kevin, come back.
Kevin, come back!
You can blame it all on me. Kevin,
we do blame it all on you
Oh,
constantly.
We
John.
do, 100%.
Thanks
As
for
you
the
guys are
No
going
shit.
through this
Bobby.
abandoned city, as you had been warned,
Abandoned.
there are still some things living in these regions. But as you just ever so slightly gliding through the water, Tivix particularly taking certain pathways that are maybe at one point were like equivalent to sidewalks or pedestrian pathways through certain areas of housing. You can definitely see this abandoned city. There was like the lower region was probably like housing for the mind flayers. Then the elevated part had more extravagant buildings of locations of whatever they were, laboratories, places of worship, this and the other thing. And then there's a very large, like the biggest one in the very background that kind of connects to the top of the rock ceiling, was probably a palace of some kind where like more powerful mind flayers met and dictated what the city did. Tivix seemed to be taking pathways through the housing, trying to get around the outside and not going anywhere near the interior of the city larger locations. But every so often, you do just hear the scuttling of something in the background, the flapping of bat wings, like I said, but nothing following you. You don't see any like shadows creeping up alongside you or anything like that. But as you're keeping your distance away from the largest building that connects to the rock ceiling, very, very far away from you, like it's probably like up here on a very high point as the elevation of this landmass goes up, you're way down here just gliding through various pedestrian streets in the housing district. And then you just kind of hear off in that very big building, you start to hear something scratching against the exterior, something grabbing onto it. You hear various decaying parts of the building start to fall. You start to see a head poke out.
I hate that.
I should have
hate
told
it.
you I was not
Kevin,
fighting
you
it.
rat bastard!
I said no.
You rat bastard!
I said no. I'm not fighting it.
Kevin, is that a mind flayer dragon? I swear to fuck.
It's an elder brain dragon.
As you see
Yes.
the decaying flesh of a dragon start to creep out of that larger building with multiple tongues and tentacles spurting out of its mouth and various soppy, wet, red lines digging into its neck as the wings of the decayed dragon, grayed and ashen, crawl out and grab the outer part of the building. And these veins, these tubes connected to a living brain that's on its back as the dragon is just making these unnatural sounds that are akin to its body, but it is very far away from you, doesn't seem to notice you.
Fuck that thing.
Meanwhile, they were worried about the pride, and they got that thing running around. What the fuck?
I straight up told Kevin I wasn't fighting it when he got that mini. I was like, absolutely not.
Because you said that, here we are.
He was planning on it anyway. It's his favorite mini. That's why I was like about doing it.
No, that
Okay.
was what was waiting for you if you
Yes.
decided to go through the web of research.
And the answer is no.
So you see that just start to fly off behind that large building way off in the ascending part of the city, off into the caverns and beyond. Good stealth rolls as Tivik starts to lead you sort of around the other layer towards the back. All the water starts to collect in this pool on the other side of the city. You start to hear a rushing sound of water as a massive hole in the water floor suddenly comes to you. And it's just going down. Just a massive black hole with all the water starting to drip through and go down further.
If we continue on, like, do we? This is Ivy, not Pharaoh. Like,
This is the way we have to go.
I don't-
Concern.
Is Tivix just like going straight towards it, like seen it and is just
Yeah.
going straight towards it?
he's a rowing champ.
Charrick will just grip onto the side.
I'm just gonna white knuckle the shit out of
Yep.
whatever
Yep.
the hell's near me.
I
So
don't-
as Tivik starts to go towards this, it's massive. Like I can't describe. Like it's huge. Like it's.
Massive.
I'm bad at measurements, but like
Gargantuan
a massive
creature level.
underground hole in this cavern that is a ginormous circumference around. Like your boat is just like a tiny footnote in the massiveness of this hole, and you see the water starting to pour
Jesus.
down and drip down. Tivik's going towards the hole. If no one's saying anything.
Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything I or Sir Strange can do. So
Is this the way, Tivix? Is this?
You wanted
The
to
only
go
way.
to the burial site? This is where it is.
I hope going to the burial site
it-
doesn't
And
require
as the boat
death.
is starting to drift
Kevin.
down,
As the boat starts to drift down, I reach into my backpack and use it like a seatbelt and click the rod of movability. Just
okay. And as he,
All right.
as he starts to drift towards this huge sinkhole, he grabs a stick, puts it into the longboat,
Hang on, everybody!
and Sir Strange grip
and you
grip.
see his arms start to and elongate to the other ends of the hole. I need you all to make a strength check.
Okay.
do I get a bonus?
Sir Strange actually
get
is going
advantage.
Sir Strange is going to grab, like, put an arm around Ramira's middle, and hold Ramira there, and then hand on. So,
That is so fucking
is-
good that I got
he is helping
advantage because
Ramira.
I rolled a 1.
oh my god,
And I have a -1
this is
on
a strength
strength.
save, yes. This is a
Man.
save, yeah. So if it's a save, you get +4 to the Sir Strange.
Oh, it's a save, is it?
If
I
that's
thought
what
it was a
asking.
check.
Is it a check or
It's a check.
that
Strength.
Sir Strange is helping Ramira. Please be decent for Feral.
Mm.
Oh, let's see for Feral. That's
I'm
10.
so tired of
Yeah.
being such a weak ass character. I'm coming back as a barbarian or something that fucks, okay?
Does-
Because this is not
Does
fucks.
Ramira
Something
get
that
advantage
fucks.
for Sir Strange helping her? Kevin, he's wrapped in armor around her waist, or
So either Sir Strange could give Ramira advantage, and they get disadvantage from holding onto the boat, or they can have straight checks.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
Because this is
Jade.
to like
I was gonna
Character's
say,
dead.
hold yourself in the boat as you're about to get like rocked back and forth, getting lowered.
Yeah, don't do anything risky while Jude's not here.
it's +5 to his strength.
Because with helping someone, you can help them achieve something,
Okay, I'll
but
just do
they,
a straight
they
roll
would
for
get, if they have to do the same thing, they would be affected.
Okay, so let's see. For Feral, it's going to be an 18, and for Sir Strange, it's a 19.
Ramira got what?
So,
Oh, God.
hey.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. I got a 5.
Oh.
No addition.
Oh my God.
But hey, and here's the thing. I was thinking about this. If you could let me, I could use my last rage charge and use my wisdom modifier instead. And then I would only have a 16 still, so that helps me. Maybe it does.
If
Or
you want to
I
use
could,
your rage for that, you're more than welcome to.
you know what? Live fast, die young. Throw me into the abyss. I'll come back in 100 days. It's not a problem. My time is
160 days?
160
The only two
days.
know that are Feral and Sir Strange, or not Sir Strange.
Ramira's not afraid to
You're
die. This is me, Saf, joking about that. But Ramira, because I don't think a 16 is gonna help her. A 16 is not gonna make it worth it.
With
Then I just waste
16?
the
Well, I
rage.
rolled a 16 too, so if we're going down together.
I got a
You're going
17 because I rolled an
down.
18 and I have a -1.
I also have a -1. That's why Feral only got an
Yikey,
18.
wikey, folks.
We're not a strong group.
Yeah, we're a
Yeah.
magical group. We're a magical girl group, okay? We're not built like that.
Wow!
Material girl.
What?
All right.
Vanessa.
No.
Kevin.
As Tivix
Kevin.
starts to elongate their arms and begins to lower you down into the longboat, down to this underground hole, Ramira, like the boat kind of rocks back and forth a bit. So with you putting in the rod, Sir Strange, as you're going back and forth, like, oh shit, lock yourself in place. The rest of you grab onto the edges of the boat. Sir Strange holding on to Ramira's waist, but then you just like, it's rocking back and forth a little bit, but you just use the power of the mace and just break, like put in your hands like into the side of the boat a little bit, crack it, so you just got like a good hold on to everything, so you don't get jostled out to the side. As the boat starts to lower, rocks back and forth about 100 feet down, as Tivic's arms are being stretched to an ungodly amount. The boat starts to lower itself, and this underground, another open underground watery cavern is open to you. There's sort of a landing base that you're being lowered onto. A bit shallow water, a bit of sand is seen underneath. The water is clear. It's not discolored or murky in any way. The water down here is like super, super, super fresh, with the dripping of the waterfall in a circular pattern all around you being lowered. So your arrival down here is being muffled basically by the waterfall being smattered against the bottom. Being lowered down, then you can see just this giant open area as you see sort of a dune. The river kind of like lands here and then goes down a fairly long bank and then flattens out as the river that comes down this slope kind of goes down singular into another beach-like formation, and the water just like goes on forever, it seems, signifying that this might have been an impact point at some point for whatever fell down here. And there's various rocks kind of curled up all around you as well. It's not just sort of bare and open. There's a few rock formations around here as well. But everything's kind of pointing down to this slope into this beach-like environment. Again, bioluminescence illuminating everything around you, mostly in that sort of bright purple coloration in various shades from various fungi, phosphorescence in the water. And as your boat lowers, you see 4 people on the bottom part of the bank. 3 of them in dark hoods, with their hoods up, robes flowing down, and a particularly golden-clad Aarakocra. And it's there, everyone, that we're going to take our break. So,
Keepy, that's there.
Oh, shit.
I'm not rested.
I was going to say, this count as a short rest, Kevin. For a
Yeah, I was going to
reason.
say, we get a short rest out of this? Like, come on. I don't just feel like it.
We'll
Who
find out
gives
after our
a shit
break.
about the short rest?
Me! I got my spell slots back on a short
The
rest.
warlock does. John.
Fair enough. I recall that.
Mhm.
So we're going to take a quick 10-15 minute break to refresh the drinks, stretch the legs, get some snacks, and we will be right back very shortly.
Woo!
Don't go anywhere.
And we're back. Thank you, everybody. While we took an extra bit of time to set up this next scene, I may have thought that that fight at the start might have gone a little bit longer, but hey, shit happens. Which I'm very glad. I love it when the players fucking figure it out and get shit done. But we have arrived to this part of the story, and I'm not going to set up anything. Just sit back, relax, and I really hope I don't fuck this up. Okay.
You got this.
Last we left off, the party having finally caught up, seemingly, to Gloomwing after eradicating those celestials that have just come out of nowhere. A couple of you were able to ascertain that they might have been sent by Achaidh, the celestial god of balance throughout the entire known universe, with that Scales logo in tow. Some questions are still left to be answered, but instead of going back to the Plasmoid City, you decided we got to keep going forward. We have to find him. We need to go through the Web of Razors and get this done. Tivix gliding you through various river canals underground as the cave walls became thinner and you descended even more lower into the cavern rock walls. You eventually made your way to the Web of Razors, an abandoned mind flare city that is very, very ancient, very, very old. Lots of pointed Gothic architecture, houses conjoined and built very close proximity to each other, almost submerged in water and lake water, able to narrowly escape an elder brain dragon that was creeping nearby. You eventually made your way to the other side of the Mind Flayer city, where a giant gaping hole was just sitting there in the water. Taking hold of the boat that Tivix was in, he elongated his body to lower the boat, descend it further into these caverns, and took you to another open, beachy area with lake water overlooking down a sandbank that went down. And as you guys are sort of on this bottom bank with the water rushing down from the hole, causing a lot of noise, kind of covering your tracks as you descended down undetected, you then saw before you on the underground lakeshore Gloomwing standing there, back towards you, facing 3 hooded figures, matching the description of what was told to you that Gloomwing arrived to the Canyon of Souls with. These people, whatever they are, their identities never revealed to you as of yet. Gloomwing's purpose for coming down all the way into the Canyon of Lost Souls and to find this particular location, that the legendary rumor that a Titan had fallen into these caverns thousands of years ago when the Titan War first happened. Globulets of light illuminate this underground cavern, with some of the fauna and flora emanating bioluminescence of deep purple lights all around. Magical globules kind of surround his part of this underground cavern. And as he stands there, seemingly whispering something to these individuals, you're quite further off to be able to understand what he's saying. Do you want to get a bit closer?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, 100%. Stealthily.
All right, make me another stealth check.
Also, the trace is still up. You all get +10.
That's another 3. Nice. Hope I roll good again. Here we go. Bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Nice.
I got a 23.
Um,
Rolling poorly.
Okay.
33.
Hold on, I gotta do strange.
This +10 is insane.
Oh,
This is-
however, Beta Fiend got
Oh
a
my
33.
oh my
Oh,
God.
let's go.
I thought you were
Let's
gonna tell me it
go.
got so much worse for him.
Tarek and Beta Fiend just hiding in the shadows.
So Sir Strange got a
Because Beta Fiend's made of
17.
shadows.
Made of snow.
That's true. So Sir Strange got a 17. Farrell got a 20. Did not do well.
Out of 20?
Yep.
And that's with the +10.
I did not do well, Ben.
What is your modifier for
Yeah.
stealth?
For Farrell, 2.
What?
Hi, it's fine. I got. You say that as if Sir Strange did not have disadvantage, and he got 17.
And you
Shut up, Ben.
Like, so right here, the sort of body of water starts to descend down to the lower area of where they are. Move your characters to where you'd like them to situate themselves.
Okay. Yeah, righty.
I can't move my character.
Cool.
Me neither.
Cool,
Same.
cool. Sweet.
I can move Beta Fiend, and that's it.
That makes sense.
That's because I created Beta Fiend.
Ah!
It was I, the original fiend.
That's because I have you all as map layers. There we go.
Oh. Ah, very nice. Yes,
So-
good.
Am I under the impression that scrying would not work in this situation because we're in like the magical land?
So, Fiend, you can't go down there. Like, this is kind of like your hidden bank over here. If you go
Gotcha.
down, going down there is going lower down the river bend there. It's several feet sort of drop.
Oh, cool.
I mean, you should still be able to use scrying.
Right? Like if I'm
on
looking
the
dead
same-
at them.
Yeah, they're on the same plane as us. It just says target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it.
I now
Yeah.
understand that we are on kind of
If a
like
target
the
knows you're
flat
casting the
plane.
spell, it can fail the saving throw and
Yeah, so you're on this level playing field here, and then the sort of cavern kind of elevates up from here to a plateau, and then this is kind of a 15-foot drop from here down to the lower level here.
I
Okay,
think
so the fiends will use their bonus action to teleport up to those plateaus.
Okay.
I think my thing, Ivy, is that before Kevin had said that we cannot use scrying while in this area because of all the magic. But I was like, if I'm looking at the target, like I'm literally looking at them, is that still in play, or am I just like? Do you know what I mean?
I can't remember if you
'Cause-
said scrying doesn't work down here. I think we said that, but you can certainly try.
I don't want to waste my spells, so
You've got the magic in you, Saf.
You've got the magic touch.
these are not jazz hands. These are jazz hands. Okay. You only have 50-something points right now, Fiend?
I currently have 73 after I was choked and
You had to put a number on it.
forced
You had to put a number
to
on.
drink that potion.
Oh my
Also,
gosh, what a
You
drama
were
queen.
not
Kevin,
under duress, like.
to confirm, did we get a short rest out of that travel or no? Because
Yes.
yes, okay,
Okay,
you all have
cool.
13.
Cool.
You all have 13 temporary HP on top of what you currently have.
Roll
Cool.
those HP, baby.
Took 35 minutes for the boat to get to Web of Phasers.
Hey, Beta Fiend isn't like entirely fucked at this moment.
Nice.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so you got some.
Beta Fiend would also get 13 temp as well. Because of the
So-
6 creatures.
Because Beta Fiend can't heal, but temp health isn't healing.
You're welcome.
It's
Gotcha.
resting.
It's just resting his
So
eyes.
I'm just gonna make sure everybody, before we get into the fray, because Ramiro would be checking in on folks to see how they're looking, if I need to heal anybody.
It
So,
Yeah, Mad Max.
It wouldn't hurt.
okay, so are you not gonna roll any hit dice on your short rest?
Oh, I can roll hit dice on a
Oh,
short
okay,
can
rest.
do
Why
that.
don't
Cool,
we
cool,
just
cool, cool.
fucking do
So-
that?
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't know if you,
Big
as a
brain.
sorcerer, could do something with those bad boys or
Yeah,
what.
No,
so
I
was like,
can't
don't
do.
know.
I can't do shit with those. Cool.
Farrell and Sir Strange are now good on their healing because they used hit dice.
However, I don't get anything else back.
I thought you said your Heelys, like the shoes.
My Heelys, yes. Tell me that Sir Strange
Use your
would not wear
Heelys to escape your Feelies.
Sir Strange wears them on all of their knight armor. That's why that's why Sir Strange actually has disadvantage on stealth, is because you can hear the sound of the Heelys.
You just see it scraping across the rock. Let's do this.
All right, everyone's set. Here they are.
Fight, 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 fight.
Are we fine?
I don't know.
So, as you all position yourselves amongst the raised rock, the rushing of water flowing down to this very, very deep cavern, various neon lights illuminating the area, you start to hear Gloomwings speak. My friends, it looks like our relationship has finally reached its peak. The city that was lost to you all so long ago is finally yours now. The legends were true, and all of our work, all of our resources has gotten us this far. You may restart what was taken from you so long ago. And it is because of your work and our relationship that this plane and all the planes beyond it will soon be ours. The pieces are nearing their final place. The board is set. You have the fragments. As these hooded figures reach into their cloaks, each of them holding this massive, writhing, tentacly thing. It looks like, how to describe this? Also, you see these large masses of strange sinew and barbed crimson vines starting to lash out and move in all directions. Just like a lumpy, muscly, writhing mass with various teeth and various eyes blinking out of it as the three of them are kind of holding this out. Two of their hands, then the sets of hands, make a perception check, everybody.
Doing it. Ooh, that's good. Perception. +6. Nice.
So Sir Strange got a natural 20. Farrell rolled a 29.
22 for your boy.
17.
Okay. So as you're trying to focus in on what's being done here, these writhing crimson barbed vine squid-like entities that are moving around, these 3 sets of hands reach out of their cloaks. And as you're getting a good sort of sheen of light now hitting their cloaks, you can see that the sort of waist up part of their cloaks are black. Seemingly parts of it are decorated with bones. There is kind of a layer of the hood that goes up here and a layer that stops here that seemingly has white sticks kind of jutting out of it, like various finger bones. And you can see from the large drooping sleeve that there are sort of white bones accompanying the sleeve hoop from where they're handing Gloomwing this writhing, disgusting abomination of mass. And then you can start to see that the lower cloak, the black tatters kind of mold into what is a brighter blue coloration that sort of folds down in tattered lengths and covers the feet down to the floor. The hands that are holding out these things are dead white. Fingers that are elongated and crooked, holding these masses all together. The coloration of the skin is interesting. It looks decayed, but also mucusy at the same time. There's about 3 or so fingers that are just like elongated and jagged and crooked and kind of a thumb. And you see these 3 sets of hands kind of taking this writhing mass and kind of pushing them into each other. So the 3 forms of writhing crimson tentacles and vines and sparked by barbs just start to push into each other and mold into each other to create one sort of mass instead of 3 little ones. And as Gloomwing keeps on speaking to these individuals, your knowledge of the parapet of mind trapping is ingenious. I have learned much from your kind, and I hope that this city will be more than enough repayment for the experiments that we have done together. Locating an elder brain is not easy, nor is transport. But your kind were kind enough to lend me one for my own ideas. And I thank you for that. And soon, your kind will be back stronger than ever, allowing you to make even more of your kind. Once I have taken what is mine, what I've been searching for, you can do with this plane what you like. Take it over, take it all. I don't want it. All I want is what was taken from me all that time ago. Do you have the iconography? Another whitened, glistening hand takes out this claw, this sort of charred, mummified claw with bones sticking out of it, the skin being kind of green and papery, very long, sinewed fingers with hooks coming out of it. And the cube as another one reaches into the cloak, the onyx cube shown out in the light, the various demonic iconography all over it.
Motherfucker.
As Gloomwing in his shining golden armor takes off the cut off hand, places it on top, puts it down. Says incantation in Infernal. This wreathing flame starts to jettison out of the blackened cube. This is the same cube that you have seen before.
Right
We
where it started.
know.
Right where it all
You had
fucking
taken
started. It's
from
goddamn
the
cube.
heist from Balthazar's mansion, the cube that Gloomwing had in his
Fuck.
possession to open up a portal to the Feywild from the Asgardian kingdom. This flame starting to combat with the blue and purple light in the area as this orange and red flame starts to make its own home in this cacophony of light and water.
God, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Elongated yellow fingers come out from the flame.
Oh no. Oh.
And you only see this demonic figure from the waist up. They're not able to come
Oh
fully out.
no.
But Tarek,
Oh fuck. Ah shit.
You-
God damn it. Motherfucker. I thought we got
Recognize-
away from him.
this individual
Shit.
right away,
Ah, motherfucker.
as whatever this spell is, this incantation is, you see this yellow, plump, boisterous
Shit.
demon
Come
out. Huge horns that come out to the sides, massive and thick, curl up, blackened smile, yellow skin, beady little red eyes with a jettisoned forehead, plump fat body with a belly that kind of just protrudes out like a beer gut, smooth yellow skin, and this sort of black silk shawl dripping down with a fur elongated along the back of their neck. Some sort of jeweled necklace, bangles on the wrists. This is indeed Mammon.
Fuck. Fuck. What's he doing here? Fuck.
You wanted to come to the party, Ben? Come on.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, this. Goddamn. What? Everyone's here, apparently. All right, cool.
As Gloomwing looks over to Mammon, not able to come out of whatever this communication is, but able to appear shortly. Part of their body kind of jettison a little bit, jittery, unfocused.
Oh.
Waves of their essence being pulled in through the fire. But they're here nonetheless. As he starts to make his way out, half his body still attached to the flame.
Fuck.
So, is it done? Almost. I assume your worker bees have been doing their part. Many lives and souls have been taken to prepare for what is coming. Your research on the parapet of mind trapping is a stroke of genius, Gloomwing. The magic of the undying is beautiful. Soon, you will have what I need for my arrival. And soon, you will have what you've been searching for all this time. Yes. To rectify a betrayal. To rectify what was done to me. Yes. Exactly. You get what you want. I get what I want. Everybody wins. See his gluttonous face drool sopping down from the corners of his mouth. Looks over to the hooded figures. We are indebted to you for your cooperation in this union. Your transport of the Elder Brain will not go unrewarded. We would have never thought to place an Elder Brain deep in Icewind Dale this whole time. But it bore excellent fruit. The experiments you were able to do down there, even us down deep in the fiery pits, could not have dreamed of such manipulation of life. Oozes are one thing, but oozes that are sentient can attach themselves and imbue whatever essence is inside is something else. The trail is almost done. And with the war ever present, the loss of life will be catastrophic and will be the exact amount of souls you need to unleash it all. Your spies in the Autumn Court, have they confirmed it's still there? Yes. At the base of Mithrandane, it still remains. Where the Titans first arrived, they have not destroyed it, but kept it intact for some time. Maybe they thought they could use it to their advantage at some point, but it's where the Fae meet in secret. It's where they dictate the lives of their followers. In a circle of thrones around the opening, deep encased with magic, but it is still there. Once the signal has been sent, once the call of war has been rung, and each of them fall one by one, then my vengeance will be complete. Do you have what I requested? The yellow fingers etching on to the flaming portal.
You know what will happen. This doesn't work. I've made my peace a long time ago. I've come too far to stop now. His imprisonment, his death, never should have been. She put him there. Her lust for power was too great. She couldn't stand being second best. We'll see when the best of us rises to the top and I am the one in charge. No longer a follower, no longer a false deity, no longer somebody with wings that cannot do what he could. I will be his equal. I will do more than he ever could. I will take his place and take my vengeance. And I will be the new Achaidh. Our friends here have the essence. The last remaining flesh of the Titan. They were able to find it in the city. It was where they last put it. Give me what was promised. As you wish.
The hands skulk from the fiery flame. Still fluttering. You start to see an onyx object start to come through the fiery portal. An onyx coffin. Falls down. The impression of it, humanoid figure, legs out, hands like this, and a golden line coming down from the feet all the way to the top. Wings covering both sides. No face, but a head with no features. And the wings are also covered in gold. The yellow hands come out again. Mammon's disgusting yellow face comes out with those massive horns.
This took a lot of fucking power to get out of where it was hidden in Avernus, so I would very much like it if you could speed things along, if you don't mind. Yes, Mammon. It will be done. You will be free. No. Soon enough.
No. No.
He did not deserve to be down there for that long.
And as he kneels down, his wings kind of float past the tomb, just scratching along top of the onyx tomb with his gold armaments.
We fought so many battles together, my master. We shall be joined once more.
Takes off the top. His dust and air kind of slits out the side of the onyx tomb as he picks it up with his clawed, golden, armored hands. You see a mummified, skeletal version of an angel. Ready the parapet? Now! As he looks over to the hooded figures. They take their hoods up. I need you all to roll a history check
Okay.
to see if you've ever seen something like this.
Okay.
I have a question.
Oh.
Hey, baby. Dorian's like, what's going on? Mom, you seem stressed. What's wrong? Does Sir Strange roll with advantage or normal for this?
History check, not a saving throw.
No, that's what I mean. Because if Sir Strange is familiar with anything that's happening, I don't know all of Sir Strange's stuff. That's why I'm asking.
I wish they were here.
That's why I was like, if there is backstory,
Just going to be a
there,
straight roll.
Cool. I just figure I ask. Child of mine. Hello. Right.
Was it history, you said?
18.
21.
Sir Strange is...
That was almost a nat 20. Almost.
I forgot I have the lucky feat. Also 21.
Where's
Nice.
Cat is in the way. Let's see. So 18 for Feral and 15 for Sir Strange.
So some of you have heard whispers, offhanded conversations around drinks, shooting the shit with people who maybe have fought mind flayers before. Once in a while, tale coming up of particular mind flayers that they came across that nearly wiped them all out. These particular mind flayers are ones that decided they didn't want to be ruled by an elder brain. That they wanted their own leadership and to discover their own path in life and to take charge. Using whatever it is, various rituals, magic, nobody really knows for sure, except for experts in the field. But as these hoods come down, long, whitened, dead skin tentacles unfurl. And you are looking at mind flares, but ancient, old, white skin that's flaking, also mucousy at the same time. Dark circles indented in their beady white eyes. But these mind flares go by another moniker, Alhoon. Mind flares that have figured out a way to stave off death and live on for however long they want to. Mind flares that have reached lichdom under their own choices, under their own circumstances.
Oh, nice. You know, casually immortal.
And as one of them reaches out, this massive jar of silvery liquid gets presented. And you see Gloomwing start to get into the tome and lays down over top of the individual inside.
Oh, that's nasty.
And the Alhoon is getting this jar,
I think we need to
and
stop
they're
this.
starting to pour.
They're Unoxinamuning
We
his
need to
ass.
stop this.
As the silvery liquid hits Gloomwing and this body underneath. You just hear the searing, almost looking like molten metal is being poured into the body. Just eminent screams echo through the chamber. Instant pain and torment comes out of Gloomwing's mouth. Mammon looking on. Have fun. Mammon goes back into the flame portal. The flame disappears. You hear screams of agony inside of this tomb as this liquid is poured all over Gloomwing. After a few seconds, silence stops.
Can I use my divine intervention?
Oh shit.
Divine intervention.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to try to do?
I want whatever this ritual is to fail.
Okay.
Oh god.
What's the percentage you got to roll?
So I have to roll a 17 or less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Out of a
level.
D100.
Out of a
Yep.
D100. The thing is, though, is if it doesn't work, it's not like it gives me away, because literally just nothing happens. Then it's like a crystal prayer, and if nothing works, like if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen.
Mother, if you're listening,
I-
this is your
Mother,
daughter
can you
calling
hear
collect.
me?
Yeah. You got this.
No, it doesn't
Did you roll
work. No,
What'd you roll?
it's a 33. So I was
Fuck.
close,
Oh well.
but no cigar.
Damn.
So sad. Well, I just whisper under my breath. I'm like, all right, Mom, so I don't know. I think I should be happy or not. Seems bad. Seems like a really bad thing happening right now.
As you send that prayer,
Stop
to
this
the moon
fighting,
goddess,
please.
the screaming and the writhing around in the chamber stops as the liquid fully submerges Gloomwing in this mummified angelic person
Guys.
underneath until their entire body is covered in this silvery liquid.
We should stop this, right? They're literally mooning this guy.
Yeah, we should really
And the body starts to morph and change inside, and you see the tomb.
I think it's too late now. We've not done the thing.
I don't think
You'd
there
say
was
it
a
a couple of
stopping it.
times.
I don't
We
think
could've
there was a
stopped
stopping
him
it.
from sacrificing his body. Literally, he
You
needs
could
a
have done
victim.
anything at any time.
I literally said like twice we should put a stop to this, and no
Well,
one said
guys,
anything.
I cast Guiding Bolt.
And I was about to say, well,
Whoa.
guys, if we had rested, I probably could have stopped it, but I'm sitting with 6-level spell slots right now.
If we'd rested, this would have already happened. To be fair. To be fair.
Yeah, if we had
so
rested,
we're
it would've
fucked
already
either way.
happened.
Are you doing a guiding bolt staff or are you holding?
I sure am. Nope, I'm doing it.
Oh,
All right,
don't give a
I'll
fuck.
do an action with Ramira as well.
Cool.
There's
Same.
She'll do the same with Witch Bolt.
Yep.
She's gonna just look at everybody and go, and then she's like, and she's just gonna whip around. And
Cool.
yeah, I cast Guiding Bolt at 6th level.
So she's just gonna use the first level.
Let me see how far I can get this bad boy.
Because her strange spell slots are also not looking great. So
Yeah. I'm gonna do it on this guy right here.
actually, he's just gonna use Firebolt as a.
I don't know if it
Cantrip.
matters to you, Kevin, but it's gonna be, well, no, I'm gonna go for the big guy. It's just gonna be the main dude in the coffin. I feel like I should have been
Yeah,
done
pick it
this
up.
if we would have nerfed Gloomwing's ass.
Mm,
Maybe he wouldn't have had a juicy body to absorb.
I mean, he's pretty nuffed right now.
He was like.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Oh,
casting
I just
Shadow.
rolled that, but I didn't actually.
You're
hang
casting
on.
Shadow.
I am,
Strange
which
is
will
just
hit
gonna
all of them.
use- Okay, so Strange is just going to use Firebolt, which is a cantrip, because I don't want to use any more of their spell slots right now.
Motherfuck me and everything I stand for. I have a lucky point that I can spend. Just
Do it.
kidding. I love myself.
Just kidding. I love myself.
This is on.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Real.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay,
so much
that's-
better. I have a 29 to hit. Ramira, you need to get your shit all the way together. Put it in a box and ship it to the shit store.
Are you hitting Gloomwing?
Yeah,
26?
29.
29. Okay.
Does that hit?
What was the thing to hit?
29?
29 to hit.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Oh, sorry, that was damage.
No.
Let me just
29
check.
to hit. I pew-pewed him with my light.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Ah, mad
That
at
will
myself.
hit.
Nice. I love hitting on a 29. That's super cool.
Heck yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck
Oh,
you,
his
D&D
HP.
Beyond, you dumb motherfucker.
At least we know
It's
his
only
HP.
24 points of radiant damage.
Number 4. Okay.
I rolled so many ones. D&D Beyond, you bitch. But
Casting-
he is
casting.
someone, whoever hits him next gets advantage.
Uh,
Because he does a
I think
hacking
that would be
blow.
Tarek. And then
yeah,
anyway,
I'm not doing Shadow Action. I'm gonna do Wall of Fire because that's a dex save. I don't think Gloomwing can make a dex save right now.
I'm
So-
afeared.
Would that be the other 3 would have to make a dex save though because it would go through them as well.
Wall of Fire.
Mm-hmm. 120 foot range.
And what level?
This would be Warlock max level, so 5.
5.
I can't go higher than
So, guiding bolts going off, wall of fire's going off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
no, Sir Strange and Fiend also are adding in their attacks.
And Beta Fiend.
And
What do you
they-
shoot? What are you
and they-
shooting?
So for Sir Strange, it was a 23 to hit, and it's Firebolt if that hits.
23 will hit.
I think see, it's going to be 40-10 fire damage, which is let's see, 27 points of damage from Sir Strange,
Okay. 27.
and that is I think that's it from me for the moment.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
Fiend and Beta Fiend also have theirs.
What are the fiends doing?
If you wouldn't mind, it's 2 dexterity saving throws.
on Gloomwing?
Mm-hmm.
They fail.
Dex save. Oh shit! There it is.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 84 damage. Force
Nice.
damage. And the second one is going to be
What level are these?
6th level.
Okay.
Second one's going to be 84 damage.
I don't like that Kevin is asking what level these are.
I also don't like how calm he is. Like, he's so like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's fine. Don't
Okay.
worry.
In
That's
before this
These
are
motherfucker is
disintegrates.
learning all of our spells.
Right?
Mm.
These are 2 6th level disintegrates.
Okay.
Wall of Fire, I rolled 30 damage, but the 3, so Gloomwing can't make a dex save, so he would just take the 30. The other 3, it would also hit them though, so they do need to make dex saves. DC 19.
Just calculating some things.
I don't like it. Why do I feel like we're feeding into his power, guy?
Yeah, this feels bad.
It's fine, don't worry about it. This would make sense for us to do.
Okay.
I'm concerned. Oh, the battle music is up. Let's go. Oh shit.
As you all look on, as Gloomwing starts to shake and convulse, covered in this molten silvery liquid, you're like, "We can't stand back long!" You all just start lashing out all of your spells over at Gloomwing in this sort of vulnerable ritualistic state. Everything above a 6th level hits the tomb as this
Oh,
invisible dome starts to ripple and flow as a globe of invulnerability
Aw, shit.
over
There it is.
the Gloomwing at this point.
God damn it.
Everything under 6th level bounces off.
Shit. So my spells do nothing. Damn it. That's not great.
But the 6th level ones hit. So the disintegrate ones hit and
Kevin, the music is very loud, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
It was very exciting.
And Ramirez hit, and the 2 disintegrate spells hit.
Whoa!
Those
That's
hit.
Damn.
168 damage.
And go as smoke and debris just fill up
Shit.
the globe of invulnerability. So it makes it just impossible to see for the moment. All the Alhoons just turn over and shout at you with their tentacles all frayed out.
Are they inside the globe of invulnerability?
Let me see.
Because my wall of fire would go out of it.
Globe
and
of
hit them
vulnerability is a 10-foot diameter, I believe,
still. Oh, yeah. So they might still be on it.
or a 10-foot radius, not diameter.
Depends where it's centered, I guess. Probably on Gloomwing.
It's centered around this mind flare here.
Okay. Yeah, so they're in it. Damn it. Fuck. Well, I
As your
can't do
wildfire-
spells, everyone.
Falls off of it. The globe just becomes encircled in smoke and debris. And you wait a minute until the smoke starts to lessen a bit. And you're getting the shadowy visage
Oh, no.
of something.
Oh, no.
As the smoke starts to dissipate and fall down, a red glow starts to come through. The vision starts to become clear as the Alhoons in their darkened cloaks start to move to the side. Huge footsteps echo throughout the chambers. Shit. Heavy breathing. This dark, noir form staring at you as the dust clears from the attacks. Wisps of darkened material of cloak ushers down from the waist past the Aarakocra legs. This black, feathered being. No more etches of brown or yellow in the beak, completely black head to toe. Orange-red pupils flash out. As Gloomwing's starting to look at its new form, parts of it still growing out of it, their beak still black. These blackened antlers start to come out of its head. An dark red fiery halo starts to come join between the two antlers. whiffs of black smoke coming off of its back. Flexes its arms. These massive wings spread out, red fiery energy floating off of them. As he looks at his hands, tears start running down their face.
I feel his heartbeat. He lives once more. I've done it. Uqaviel. I've brought you back. All that work, the symbiotic relationships, the molding of life forms, you are back inside me. And I need to obey for their treachery. They will all pay for what they've done to us. Gloom? What is this? Where? What have you... No. It's fine. Here now. Freed you. I've freed you from the Avernus prison. I have brought you back. They can't harm you any. Dreaming whatever you've done. See the eyes pouring out like just this two personalities clashing within each other, not knowing what's going on.
Does he see us, by the way? I know we cast spells and stuff, but
they don't seem to be concerned with you at the moment.
We should try to talk to you, Uqaviel. This is unexpected, but he didn't want this. This was all Gloomwing's doing.
My master. We look at how much we can do for the rest of the realms. Think of it, your part in the Titan War. What we did together for the upper planes as the right hand of all the gods and everyone and beyond. We can use our justice and our rightful hand to cleanse this world of all. This plane is done for. They are not worthy of the things that they hold on to. It's time to pave that streets with our love that we can bring to all. I have sacrificed so much for you to be here right now. Why aren't you happy? Why do you not see? Where is Ananita? Where is she? She took your place, Master. She took your place. But it's fine. It's fine. once we're done with this plane, we will pay her a visit. She has followers in this realm. Not many, but some that can't be clinging on to the ways that she forced onto this realm. One of them has been tracking them.
Oh shit! Ah,
For
fuck!
all of you, head off to the side, not looking at you.
Hey, I wonder who that could be.
Harold doesn't believe in shit.
I wonder who's been tracking us. I wonder who that could be.
Harold doesn't believe in shit. It's definitely not her.
Many lives have to been taken, but in the scope of immortality, it is but a blink. It is but a smidge, a touch of what our lives will be. It is but a mosquito that you swat and you move on. All the good we've brought this realm and many others, and what does it have to show for it? This world belongs to them now. It belongs to demons whose lives are intertwined with their souls at this point anyway. She took you from me. She took you from me. She took you from me. Coming. Where is she? I know where she is, Master. I know. The upper planes. We are not allowed to go there anymore. But the amount of chaos that is about to befell in this world, the portal will open, and we will step through and take our vengeance, take our rightful place. You will take our rightful place. And out of all of this destruction that has gone on, all that I have done, all that I have forsaken to bring you here, you will simply be able to snap your fingers and set the balance back. The scales are heavily weighing to one side now, but when you take up that mantle, you can but bring things back to the way things were, and things will start anew. Their lives don't matter, how they've treated. None of this matters. It will all set back to the way it was. And Anita must pay. Her followers must pay. And then we can go back to the way things were. You and I can go on, setting things right. And live forever. With our lives intertwined and me never stopping my devotion for you. I will love you forever. I never stop loving you. Can't you see? This is what must be done. This is the only way. She has made a foul of things, drunk of her own power. This world is crying out for a new leader. The balance has been off for some time. Demigods of this world cry out every day for a balance to come back. They sense it. They've been sensing it forever. People of this world are unhappy. They are tortured constantly, teased from all angles. We can wipe that out. We must just take that throne, and it is all over. The suffering can end. Through the suffering of many, the quiet can take hold.
Gloomwing head looks over Smoke rising off of their darkened, reddened, blackened body. What about them? The fate was sealed a long time ago, Master. Integral, though their part to play in all of this. They wanted to keep you away from me. Their devotion is to something that we cannot understand. They are going to try to make sure this world stands tall, to keep on going in its broken, bloodied form, to keep limping along as it always has, like a virus attached to the main organism. But I have found ways to manipulate that relationship and bring you all the way back to me. I know this is a lot, but I know what you feel, for I feel it as well, and I know you want her gone as much as I. You feel that hate inside you. It's the hate that has kept me going all this time. It is now a part of you as it is a part of me. We're going back home. We're going back home. Transport us out of here. Master, I know you can do it just like the old ways. We will take our final stand in the Autumn Court. It'll be like watching the fireworks go over the plains all over again. We've both seen the birth of creation happen so many times. What's once more? The fall of a civilization to give rise to ultimate balance throughout all the realms. Red light starts to emit from his palms. Three streaks of light emanate in almost triangle pattern. One up here, two across here. Swerve and curve. They start to spin in their hands like flaming fans. Let them be the final sacrifices to salvation. And as they take their final stand, looking at you, as the ground begins to quake. It's there, everyone. We get to end the stream.
Oh my god! Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Wow. Kevin.
Wowie
Kevin.
zowie. Can we give it up for the DM for that
Fuck
amazing
yes.
acting job?
Kevin,
Holy moly.
that was phenomenal.
Wowie
Holy
zowie.
shit.
Oh, no pressure. Just 2 years in the making. It's fine.
That was so good, though.
It was
Holy
so
shit.
good.
Oh my
So, yes,
god.
we're going to end it there, everybody. Hope for the fans that have been watching that for a long time, that was worth it. And Shay's Aiden as well. But until then, stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't be a dick. Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Have a wonderful time.